for the next couple of days. Yeah, for a while, for the next couple of days. If you don't know, first things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Black Series Edition LLC. We are in the process of slowly converting the website over for our manufacturing research and development, which means our company is going to be changing. We're going to be doing manufacturing only. We'll not be selling to the customers anymore, to the public. Um, some things, and I don't know yet. There's some things I'm talking about whether or not we're going to be to sell anything or how that's going to work out, but we'll see from there. But anyway, as of now, for what we're talking about in these contracts, we are not going to be selling anything to the customer. That is not something that they want us to be a part of. It just strictly, in both parties, would be better if we basically do our manufacturing, research and development on new technology, and they will handle sales and whatever else is needed. Um, we already seen what some of the contracts are going to be working toward. Is one company's going to be branching out in multiple states um, to advertise the technology, because, like I said, our technology is designed to work on just about every level we can think of. We don't have the burdens of being stuck in ambient controlled environments and using multiple insane coats to paint screens, calibrated projectors, expensive projectors, screens only for ultra short throw, none of that nonsense. Or some screen paints we've seen so far have an extremely hard time working with ultra short throw projectors, just not compatible at all. So that being said, our technology doesn't really have a lot of boundaries on what we can do with our technology. So, as I said before, keep in mind before you can obtain, and we have people telling us about how do you get contracts. Well, before you can obtain a contract, they got to test your products, because no company on the face of the planet is going to sign you to a contract unless they can test the merchandise themselves. I wouldn't even sign a contract. If I'm dealing, I had a couple offers for projectors from certain companies that wanted me to develop and engineer screen paint to make their products look good in a showroom. And I'm not sticking my name on anything unless I can test out the projector to see if it's to my liking. And sure enough, one of the companies we were talking to, I'm not going to mention the company's name, but one of the companies we were talking to, I asked for them to drop the projector down here so we can see it and test it out, see how it works with the products, because we're not going to have you test it out. We need that product projector down here to see if it's compatible with a lot of things. We have to see whether or not it's going to work or not. And later on, this projector ended up, actually, we got approached by two companies. This projector ended up in the market, but again, we don't deal with the customers who own this projector. They had to literally go out and get another projector because we don't support them, which is something clear to have to put in the contract. I just thought about that a few minutes ago. Literally going to put that policy in the contract. So it's the reason why contracts are drafts, because again, there's stuff I could forget to put in there, there's stuff they can forget to put in there. It's to go back and forth a bit. I literally forgot to put that in there. We don't use certain projectors, because that is going to come up. This is why you see big companies like Black Diamond and Screen Innovations, they don't work with those projectors. They don't touch those things with a 10-foot pole. And I'm glad I didn't touch this projector with a 10-foot pole, because this projector, when it finally launched, it ended up being a projector that did not work with our screen paints and had a lot of problems with it. So I'm glad we didn't touch it. So before I put my name on anything, before I sign my name into contracts or anything, maybe a year, 2 years, 3 years, whatever it is, I have to test the product out. So when we're dealing with companies, the first thing they're going to do is, what's the smallest sample I can order, which is $189. We're going to put the order in, it's shipped to them. If they like it, we get a contract. If we don't get a contract. And we have never, ever not getting a contract. We always get contracts. So, yeah. So, again, to people at the end of the day who really don't understand how things work, we don't have those kind of reputations. We don't snatch images off Google. We don't have products that are coming up half water. products that require multiple coats, no contract won't sign you. They won't sign you. If you have a product that's going to take multiple coats with insane instructions attached to it, if it's so complicated, they're not going to go near it, because that means the consumer has to go through all that nonsense and they have to explain it to the consumer about all that. No one's going to do that. No. It's way too much work. It's too much crap going on. Then you got to be able to back up everything you're saying or what you're talking about, because they're going to ask you the same questions that I asked them. These are the same questions they're also going to ask you too. They're also going to say, hey, what is there between this product and gray house paint? I'm a consumer. I decide to go down to Home Depot, Lowe's, whatever, get some gray paint. Is there a difference between that product and yours? And you have to be able to show this right from the door. This is why we have all these test demonstrations done, because all those questions that came up in between these contract negotiations, we can go, here you go. Just pop over to this section right here. Here's our test demonstrations. These were done before the product could ever be sold to the customers. That holds a ton of weight. Doing tests after the product was sold, never good. That's why I said that if the product was properly tested correctly, a certain individual when ended up getting busted on YouTube of having products matching house paint. Can you imagine if someone had sat there and signed a contract with him, and then later on spent the money for the advertising, for the commercial time, all this stuff, to find out that a customer could literally go off to a paint store, slide something off a shelf, and do the exact same thing? Do you have any idea how much money that corporation will lose because of that? That's a lot of money. And then they're going to turn around and they're going to file a class action lawsuit, and they're going to take you to court and clean your clock, because you cost them a lot of money. So instead of going through all that of a nightmare, they are going to ask you all these questions. All the questions that I've just asked these gentlemen in these rooms, simple questions. What does this mean? What is this? What is that? Couldn't answer me back. So if you can't answer me back, how the freak are you going to answer them back? This is why they would never obtain contracts. Now let's get back to what we're doing over here. We are going to be changing some of the products out. So right now I've already been last night, because right now I got companies in and out of my site. So I've already been changing out some of the things on how we're going to be selling our products to these companies. We changed out the Sugar Plum Fairy is now going to be a girl gamer screen paint. So we need to be able to market what these products are being marketed for, what they're sold for, what's their purpose, what's their design, what they're designed to do. The ceiling in 3D screen paint we have. I'm glad I got my 3D my projector mapping. I got to do projector mapping next week when I move into the other place upstairs. I'm gonna get my projector mapping equipment set up for that, for demonstrations. But anyway, that right there is Gucci. It's good the way it is, because then we engineered it for companies anyway. The alphas, they're not going to be available for customers. So what's going to happen is after 2 months, the marketplace is going to disappear. And what's going to take its place is the More page. The More page is going to be transferred to something called Showcase or Showroom, where companies can go in and they can actually check out these showrooms. Now this page is going to work as one big, we designed it pretty much for that one big, huge, massive advertisement. So when these distributors are out doing business, when they're at shows, when they're at conventions with their technology, they're passing out their business cards, they can redirect them right to the site where they can get tons of information on the product right from the door. This is the reason why everything we do, we always do it for future proof. Everything we do. We always are 2 steps ahead. You have to be in this field. This is why the site is chock full of all this information, because it serves as a massive, giant information hub. So if we ever decided to separate from customer base and go strictly into manufacturing, we can easily convert the site over to one big, massive piece of information. So when they're out there going to different conventions, going to shows, putting our screens in bars and restaurants and all that stuff, they can give them a business card where they can go directly to the website and get all that information from there. Now, with the blacklist stay intact, oh heck yeah, the blacklist is staying intact. Because while we're out there, if your name ever comes up, which it shouldn't, by then you'll already be in court and you'll be sued already. That'll be done. That'll be finished and done. I don't know what'll be left to you after that. But I do know that if your name ever comes up, because of our experience, because of the evidence with cursing with emails and freaking canceled orders with curse words all over them, and yeah, and then the lawsuits we had to place against you, no one will ever touch you. Not ever. Not ever. No company in their right mind wants to be associated with anybody at the end of the day that products are coming up matching house paint. That's an automatic lawsuit for them because they can get sued by the consumer for that. They'll turn around, they'll slap a lawsuit against you, and on top of that, it will tarnish your company's name. That's why they must test your products before signing a name to it. And because we have on our page, and also too looking at the web page, they will look at your web page and look at it and go, "Ooh, this does not look good." Because some pages we've seen are basically so freaking circus related. It's not even funny. It doesn't even look professional in any way whatsoever. There's no information on the product because again, they don't know anything what they're talking about. I haven't seen a test page yet. I've never seen a test page. I just thought about something too. I gotta look at that. What is it? What do we gotta pay to get a VIP to get our screens into some of those electronic shows? Because I'm definitely going to one. I am definitely getting in one of them. So yeah, you have to do all that. Let me see what we're changing. Let's see over here. I'm gonna go over here and change Alpha Shop. We don't really need this to tell you the truth because everything we have goes by invoice now. They don't buy from the website. Why is this? We don't have any products to show here right now. We don't have any marketplace. Oh, marketplace was removed. Yeah, we did remove marketplace from here. There's no point. Yeah, that's what we did remove marketplace from here. Can we change this to lettering? That's wording. Oh, this is the marketplace. Okay, yeah, because they were removed. And the containers are going to be changed up too. All the containers are going to be changed up because we have a graphic designer coming in. We have to use, and because of the machinery, the machine that we're using, if we use plastic containers, they will get crushed in that machine. So basically, from what I found out, we can use some plastic containers, but majority of them are going to be that metal. So I want black metal cans. That's what I want. I'm putting in an order for where we can get black metal cans, how we can get them wholesale because we have to buy these things by bulk. And we need to have professional labels that are going to have barcodes attached to them, QR codes attached to them. They had to look professional. So I'm actually going to be interviewing 2 graphic designers for our labels. So that I am definitely going to be doing. Yeah, I forgot we did remove that. We removed that completely. Let me see something here. So we're going to edit, yeah. We're going to change these out because now the containers are going to be changed out. They're going to be completely different. So we don't need these anymore. We're using these here for the time being. Okay, let me see. This is the whatchamacallit. We don't need this here. That's not necessary anymore. Now our new demonstrations, we won't be doing them here. I'm getting a showroom. So my showroom is going to have this nice setup for a theater room. We need a dedicated theater room set up. We need a regular living room set up. We need a setup for outside, and we need a setup for a sports bar. These are actually going to be areas we're going to have in the showroom where we can go in and we can set up these massive areas. We can set up our projectors, and we can actually run the technology in there. Gives it a more professional look. So it's right here. 1, 2. That's gone. We don't need that right there. All right, let me see what we got here. Household. This is not going to exist anymore. For home use, for business use, for business. No, now since it's going to be for business, now we're going to make these where they can actually get access to this. Before we're going to make this a rare edition, this won't be, well, it can still be a rare edition. We can still make it a rare edition. We can. But we can't make 10 only per month. It has to be way more than that because now we're dealing with a higher form of, we're dealing with bigger orders. And we still can make it rare. I'm gonna have to do some math here. We still can make it rare, but we have to make it where they can order so much of these. And we have to change our price too, because I think we got it at, what's that contract under? A contract is under, they have to pay so many per quart, but we have to put this under a new category under the contract. This is a little more because it's a rare edition. So we're gonna have to design a catalog. That's what we're going to need. Okay, let me see. I'm trying to get my freaking computer over here to pop on. This is why I like projectors much better. On and done. Monitors freaking will fight you. Come on. I got work to do in this section. So I got a little bit of work to do today. I'm up early in the morning to get this finished, to get this done, and then I'm going to be with family for the rest of the day. Now, I know we have just a little something for the naysayers real quick. If you want to call my phone carrying on, just let you know we're going to court. So you know this is going to happen. We're getting closer and closer to a court date. So anything that comes up on my phone, anything that comes up in for messaging, all that is being forwarded to the courts. So you know this from the door. There's a section they gave us where we can go and we can put in any additional evidence. It's being sent there. I told you, John, at the end of the day, you want to treat this as a joke. At the end of the day, this is not a joke. There's being paperwork being filed against you, and we are hiring a private investigator to track down the other two. We will have you in court. And we're also being strongly advised by the people we're doing business with these contracts to track your whereabouts, to bring you in court for prosecution. Now, once all this is settled and we become the corporation, because that's what we're going to change into, the corporation, you'll be dealing with all of us. Which means if you strike against me, and well, those two are going to be done. Those three are going to be done. We get done with them, they'll be done. That's it. I have no idea what they're going to do in life. That's not my business at the end of the day. They're just going to be slapped with a heavy amount of fines and fees, and some of them will be receiving some jail time out of this. So that's their problem. I'm not worried about that. For you new ones out there, keep in mind, the legal team that I'm going to be hiring will be going and combing through YouTube, Twitter, social media sites, everywhere. We're going to do a nice cleanup. And we're going to gather around and see which ones are basically should be brought in for court. And then we're going to basically, we can't find you. We got to go to YouTube's legal department and dig up your information from there. Whatever they got to do at the end of the day, I don't know how they do it, to figure out who you are, and where you lay your head, because they can track you. Don't think at the end of the day that nobody can track you. They can track you. They can find you. That's what we're going to do. First thing they'll do is they'll send you out a cease and desist order. If I'm saying that correctly, you'll receive that in the mail. It'll come by certified letter. That's how it'll come. It'll be certified. You'll have to sign for it. And they'll clearly tell you to basically stop all actions against our company. If you continue to do so, we will see you in court. They will be monitoring your YouTube channels. If we see any activity that pops up, we serve you, we bring you into court. That's it. Open and shut. We go to the judge and say, look, we gave him a warning. We gave him clear understanding what's going to happen to him. It's detailed right there. And the order, and they paid it no mind. So this is why we're sitting in court. And you do know that when that order goes out and you receive this order, that there's nothing you can argue in court. It's designed to do two things. It's designed to give you a fair warning to back down. It's also designed to seal your fate when you walk in court, because there's no way to get around from that. You can't say you weren't warned. You can't say you weren't aware. You can't say you didn't know. You got an order from our lawyer telling you to back the freak down, cut it out, and shut it down, which means we will give you a certain time frame to remove everything off your site. If it's not removed within that certain time frame, we file a lawsuit. So believe it as the nose is on your face, this is going to happen. It's going to be your own personal Salem's witch hunt. You're not going to like it. And if we can get the attorneys to push for jail time, and I'm going to make sure they do, try to push for some kind of jail time on you. If we can get it, I'm going to have them offer it. Look, Mr. Bird's had a problem in the history with these particular individuals. This is what they've been doing to his company. We would like to request something, some kind of jail time, some kind of justice served. Yeah, we'll request it right from the door. So if you don't want to see yourself getting locked up, if you don't want to see yourself getting fined and losing your house, your home, your livelihood at the end of the day, learn to be adults and learn to have some common sense. If you want to go down that road and you want to do dumb stuff, I have no problem with taking your stuff from you. I really don't. I have no problem with basically taking your freedom away from you either. So it's up to you how you want to handle it. So, like I said, gave you fair warning. We already got one already who basically wants to act like he's big, bad, and tough. Like it ain't phasing him. It's phasing him. I'll tell you that right from the door. It's definitely phasing him. He's got to go to court. That's not a joke. That's a real docket number we just presented to him by the United States government. Small claims court for copyright infringement. That's a real court order. He has to show up in court. And all that nonsense that he was doing is going to be before a judge. The judge is going to look over all that. Now, how do you think he's going to perceive that at the end of the day? That is the same unit that basically issued our copyrights to protect our information, to protect our artwork. And we got a fellow sitting there sending multiple pictures of an individual mocking our copyrights and mocking their law. That's not going to go well. That's going to go extremely bad. That's why he keeps throwing pictures up there, because at the end of the day, it's not that he's not afraid, because he is very afraid. It's the fact that he's done. He has nothing left to lose. He's done. He already knows he's going to lose everything. He already knows that it's possible he will receive jail time. He knows this already. He's going for broke. That's what he's doing. Figure if I'm going to get sued, I'm going to lose everything, or end up going to jail, might just go for broke. That's what he's doing. I've seen this before. Ain't the first time I've sued people in court. I've seen this before. Going for broke. But it's interesting because the minute we go to court, the whole attitude's not even there anymore. It's a whole different person there. Let me see. We'll keep this here. We can use here. Whole different person. They become very humble. They become very apologetic. They sit there and they basically plead to the court that they didn't know what was going on. And it's kind of hard to do that when he had a court order telling him to back down from touching those particular. It's going to be hard to get around that. They beg in court. You will see a side of them you never see. Of course, you beg in court. Talking about up to $150,000 in fines. That's a lot of money to pay out. Keep in mind, people, some people will sit there and say, well, I don't care. I don't have the money. Yeah, but that's the problem. Once you get slapped with one of these liens at the end of the day, they can take whatever they want out of you. You can go to a creditor and take your stuff. They can have a judgment on you. I've done it to people. I've had judgments on people, and I've actually taken their things from them because you owe me money. Got a court order. So right there on the spot, they can say, hey, I want to execute judgment. And they'll put an order in to execute judgment, which means now you have to go to a debtor. Which goes to a debtor like a sheriff's department, and they have to collect on the debt, like repos. Well, basically, if you haven't made your payments on your car, they got to send somebody out to go get your stuff because you owe money at the end of the day. And it's two things. Since you ain't got the money, well, we got to take the car. That's how it works. So since you owe money to the courts, we got to take whatever you have to try to tally up to whatever you owe. And that's what's going to happen. So black truck will pop up to your house, and these gentlemen will get out. There'll be police officers with them, so they don't have any problems as they're removing stuff out of your house. And they will give you an order, a court order, that says that basically someone has liquidated or basically put an execution of judgment on you for what you owe them. You lost a case in court, you owe money, and this is what happens. So you'll sit by there on the side, and you'll watch these people go into your house and remove your stuff out of your house and put it into a truck. They don't care whether or not it's a collectible. They don't care if it's valuable. They don't care. And they'll put everything in there nice and neat. They'll clean your house out. And then they will leave with the police. And then they will take your stuff to a warehouse where basically they'll get it ready for auction. And then when everything sells, they will give me the money out of that. They get a little bit of the proceeds, I get some of the proceeds. That's what happens. And then next thing they'll start doing is, if you own a car, if you own vehicles or anything you want, they'll bring the truck out there. They'll bring out the flatbed. They'll start lifting your cars, your vehicles, motorcycles. They'll sell all that stuff off. So I can figure out exactly, hey, where are you selling this stuff? Where auctions are going to? I can go in there and buy your own stuff back. Keep it for myself. Do whatever I want to do. It's mine. So whatever they auction it off for. What they'll find out is they'll basically take and see what it's worth. They'll take each item. They got to basically do the research and figure out what it's worth so they know exactly what to sell it for. If you have quite a nice collection, they can get a nice piece of change out of that. If you own any restaurants, if you own any businesses, anything you have, they can take it from you. Now I got to go to I have to go to court with an attorney to be able to get the right to garnish an income tax, which I found that out. That's not hard to do. That's not really hard to do, get an attorney to do that. Because you owe us money. They owe us a considerable amount of money. We want to make sure we get what's owed to us. What they'll do is they'll go through that to see if there's any child support payments, because they can't take from that. Certain things they can't touch. But a percentage of that is going to me. I'm getting some of that money. That's what's going to happen. I don't know if the basic carries over. I got to look into that. I think it does carry over to the spouse. I'm not sure. I look into all that. That the day is not my day for that. I'll do that on Monday. But I want to see, basically, I do know for a fact if the person dies, it does pass over to the next of kin. So they do inherit the burden. I do know that for a fact. Yeah, that's the reason why you don't get slapped with lawsuits like that. When people sit there and say, "Oh, it can't harm me. I don't have the money," it doesn't make a difference. It can take everything from you. You will walk back in your house. You will have nothing in there. They'll take everything. They don't care. That's how it works. So, it is what it is. Let me see. Okay, we can do this here with nothing else. This will be what he designed these now for the companies. So let me see. Limited edition. What are we talking about? These are going to be big orders coming through. And the prices for these are going to be a little different. So we're going to have to design this whole section for companies. Okay, so we have everything here. Explains the product. No calibrating. The showcase for them. We're going to have to figure out here what we have to put in here. Let's see. Let me see. Temperament. We don't even know what to put in there. I have to put blank in there because I don't know exactly how many it would do. So we'll put down blank right there, only per month, because we don't know rate or forget. Only one per household. We can't put that there because these are companies. That can't be there. So this is only a giant catalog for companies. Question. This number is going to be changed to an 800 number. So if you're applying for an 800 number, oh, I forgot about that. We are eligible for 800 numbers. I got to get an 800 number for the company. So 800 number will have that whole thing when you call, your phone calls being recorded for training purposes and which we shouldn't have to worry about because we're dealing with companies at the end of the day. We're not dealing with customers. We don't have to go through all that. Okay, let me see. Anything else here? Well, honestly, technically, we don't even need this, to tell you the truth, when you think about it, because we need the showrooms. We don't need this because all our orders are made through invoices, so we don't need this. So I can actually go in. Let me see where we at. No, I got to go to pages, buddy. We need to go to pages. I can go to my page, Blackshot, and we can basically, what do we got here? Oh, I hate it when it does this, man. Why does it show like half? what we need to see when it does that. Why does it do that? I need to completely opt this out because we don't need this. Copy on page. It's supposed to be something here that allows us to block it. Actually, we can basically, where's the permission page? I think it's in settings. Permission page. No, because that would basically means anyone would need permission to get access page. We need to remove the entire page altogether. What do we have here? Advanced search engine optimizer. Ooh, gotta go look into that one. Let's see. Okay. We gotta go to the navigation bar. That's how they remove them. You gotta go to navigation bar. Where's the navigation bar on here anyway? I know it on the other site. I don't know it on this one. We should have a navigation bar on here. Let me see. Okay, maybe I have to go into the page itself. They changed the how you do this in so many different ways. My page has the old settings, so it makes it much easier for me to operate in there. This is a little different. The last two sites I built, they did change some things around. We don't want to set it the home page. We don't want to go into settings. If we put in permission, the page is literally still going to be there. We don't need the page to be there anymore. We need to remove the page, but we don't want to delete the page. We just don't want it there. So it's a way to be able to hide the entire page to remove it. Let me see. It's supposed to be a little bit more down here. What's going on here? Let me see. There we go. I knew it was something, part of the menu was missing. There we go. We can choose to hide the entire page. So now we have the Cinema Showcase, which we need to change that more page. Where's the more page at? More page. Section United. Customer, let me see, where are you? All right. We see here where you want this page. You're down here and here. So it's 1,000 lemons, visual, ad tech technology, alpha, Gunmetal Patriot. Now the Gunmetal Patriot is the silver screen. There's a fellow by the name of Pro HD. He sells this amazing screen paint. I bought the screen paint. I liked it. I am going to reach out to him. Once we are established and set up, I am going to reach out to him to see if he would like to have a distributorship contract. Because we do have people we still will be dealing with that will like lighter paints. So I'm not designing one. But if he wants to basically jump on board, make some serious money, get a lot of publicity for his company, we will bring him on. That's the only one I've seen. So only one that I liked. Let me see. Where are you? Okay, Gunmetal Patriot. This is a showcase. More section. More. So we have the more section. There's no way to change the name actually more. Can we change that? Let me see that for a minute. All right, so that's not there anymore. That's how you remove the entire page. How do we change out? Where's the navigation bar? There should literally be a navigation bar here for us to be able to change out what the heck we want in the navigation bar. So we have this quick editing, scroll settings. What's the heck in scroll settings? What the freak? This is freaking cool. I didn't even know this was even in here. Okay, figured out something new every day. We can do all this in here. What the heck? Oh yeah, we definitely tamper. I'm going to messing around with that right there. All right, there's a navigation. There should be a navigation bar for this to allow us to be able to do what we want to do. I don't see it. There it is right there. Where the freak did you just pop up from? Navigation bar. It's the navigator. The navy. There we go. This is where we need to be at. All right. So these are all the pages right there. That's the pages right there. There. These are the showrooms. Page link info. No, you put a little bit too high above that. Manage pages. All right. Since it's back to where we're at, we don't want to be there. We need to be to get around this. So if I basically, gee whiz, we have so many pages on the more pages, insane. We would have to literally expand this page in order to put those pages in. So this is where the page actually extends off. That's what it is. So I wonder if we push this down a little bit, can we extend our more page? Can we stretch this? All right, let me see what we got. Make sure we're not cramping anything over here. All right. So more page will allow us to be able to put in more. We literally had to figure a way how to expand the Navi page. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to figure a way how to expand the Navi page, because this page right here is where all the showrooms are sitting at right now. We need to bring them up. All right, this will be removed pretty soon. That's the official shop. So what we did was we removed the alpha shop. The alpha shop was removed because there's no point in having it there. That's a product we haven't even launched. It still needs testing. And at the end of the day, like I said, because we're going to be switching over in 2 months with the new change, you know what I mean? We're just going to use the show page because that's what the show pages are designed for. We don't have to make sales in the show page. They're just for advertising the technology when other companies come and look at the site. That's what the showrooms are for. When we build it, have the showrooms set up and we rent those out, they're designed so people can come in and look. Customers can come in and see what technology we have, but also, too, investors can come in there and they can see the showrooms. And then we'll have our showrooms basically listed on the website, which means when people come and check out the website, they can check out the showrooms and come down and look at our local showrooms that we have. And these companies are going to have showrooms. But we have the showrooms just to show up what kind of technology we're working on, but we don't sell it there. You have to go to those branches to buy. Okay, let me see. Okay, so you can't expand it. That's not going to work. I thought you could expand it and just bring it in the bottom. Let me see what they have here for settings. All right. These are advanced settings for the Navi. Let's see, make this an advanced menu. What the heck is an advanced menu? You got to tell me what I'm doing before. Like, you got to say make it. If you want me to make this, and you want set as advanced, but you're not telling me what the advanced is. So let's see right here. We can always go back. What are we getting on the advanced menu? This is the beautiful thing about having the undo button. All right. So where's the rest of my freaking menu? I'm seeing this right here. This right here. Oh, that's what it is. All right, then let's just undo it. There we go. That's the beautiful thing about the undo button. They literally, that's not cool. What they should do is tell people what you're changing over to the advanced. They're saying, would you like to select the advanced button? And like, but they're not telling you what the advanced button does. Just, would you like to select this button? What the freak does this button do if before I press it? No, but would you like to select this button? That's not cool. They shouldn't have it that way. It's a good thing to have an undo button, because that means you would have to put in all these pages all over again, which would be a complete freaking headache. All right, let me see. Layout. There we go. There's some layouts here. Let's see. All sizes are the same. Teams fill the whole menu. Do we have teams fill the menu? Wait a minute, we can do that. Hold on. What does that do? Teams fill the whole menu. Let's see. Show teams. And teams from right to left or left to left. Let's see. Teams fill out the whole. So that means we don't need the more page. So what are you saying here? I'm still seeing the more page right there. Literally. At all. I'm just seeing it right there. No, learn that one the hard way. What does that even mean? Display format. Oh, okay. I gotta test this one out. What the freak does it even mean? All right. Do we have? Where's the preview at? Get an idea of how that even works. Yeah, I'm literally not seeing what the change is because I'm not seeing. I'm seeing the more page here. This I'm definitely seeing. I'm seeing the complete cinema showcase. We're seeing that there. Definitely seeing that there, but I'm not seeing what the heck that's for because I'm not seeing it there at all. Period. All right, that didn't make any sense. I don't even know what that even did at the end of the day. I didn't even see anything, no results from that. But all right, whatever. I don't know what it does, but it didn't do much of it. I didn't see anything. I still have a more page right here. All right, I'll figure that out later on. I got time. That's going to take some time for me to dig around. I got things to do today. Let me see. Let's go into the showroom pages. Let's see what has to be done from there. Let's see. We have the Patriot. About the product, we get that done. Let's see right here. Page to order. We won't need this. This is not necessary. It's just going to be done through invoice. So what we should do here is put in let me see. Oh, we can do invoice orders on here, can't we? We gotta look through all that. Just see right here, order here. That'd be nice. Let me see. Got Metal Patriot product edition, Black Series edition page. Oh, this is a huge, massive link. That's why. We'll put right here. Let's see. Put down invoice. So put down invoice orders call. Let me see. I do want to change the size of that, please. Oh, there we are. Perfect. So we'll put down some product information there. And we'll put down the bottom where it says invoice orders call. For invoice should be for invoice orders. Let's see. Invoice orders only. That's better. Invoice orders only. There we go. That's better. All right, let me see. This is going to be a page for, we have to expand this page today. So on Monday, I'm going to be advancing all the page showrooms because to set them up, because these are now going to be showrooms now, big time showrooms. So let's add a section in here while we're in here. Put some extension pages on. Come on, let's be nice. You're in the wrong freaking section for that one. Gee whiz Louise, like seriously, come on. All you do is just hit the friggin' section. Just hit the section, go in there. All right, give me my page. There we go. Now, let me see. I need a quick edit and expand my page a little bit. Now, I know because of our new big change, I know the naysayers have got, again, I can't explain this enough. Don't worry about what I'm doing. It's none of your business. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about our contracts. Don't worry about a new change and transition to the company. Don't worry about that. What you need to worry about is what's coming up in the next couple of months. That's what you should be thinking about. Because I plan to have you guys in court, prosecuted, sued, and hopefully jailed before the end of the summer. It is going to be a rough summer for some people, an extremely rough summer. Let me see. It's going to be expensive for me, but at least it's going to be worth it to get rid of you guys once and for all. I need to go over and come out of this. I need to put something back here. For the time being, we'll put our fireworks display here. Right here, come the images. So don't worry about what I'm doing. Don't worry about Mr. Bird in the day. You got to worry about yourselves right now. That's what you got to worry about. Let me see. Can I get that whole folder? Can I just go to upload menu? Be easier. Just grab it from the giant folder. There we go. Make my job easier. So we're going to have to put the graphic designer under contract. The reason why, because they're going to have sensitive material from us. And we need to make sure they know their boundaries. Everybody will be contracted. So if we have any breach of contract, it's going to be problems. You know, there's penalties there for breach of contract. And we keep everybody in line with without any problems. I want to use this right here for the Girl Gamer paint. Definitely want to use that. I might pick up 2 PS5s. I think I'm going to pick up another one for the Girl Gamers. I'm going to do a modded case for that one. We are going to keep that one in a case, but I do need to strip out the case, put a new case into it. Maybe a pink case. We'll do a pink and purple case with some LED lights installed in and stuff like that. Probably put a cool, maybe 120 mil. We're going to mod the case anyway. What are we talking about? We definitely going to mod the case. But anyway, we want to do something different so it pops off. And then we got to get, we're definitely going to need beta testers. So we got to hire a crew for beta testers so they can test out the product, see how they like it, stuff like that. Now, we got to talk about this stuff ahead of time, because already when I start talking about this stuff, we got people at the end of the day that are sitting up there plotting to do evil stuff. They think that, oh, I can get one of those tests and I can do whatever I want. No. Have you learned anything from me yet? You will get your butt sued in court. You will get your clock cleaned. Don't do that nonsense at the end of the day. Don't do that. You do know beta testers have to sign contracts. There's contracts in there. They can't. I've done this before. We had beta testers. They can't basically trade the product off. They can't sell the product. They can't do any of that. That's a breach of contract. It's an automatic lawsuit. That's a lawsuit of $50,000. So don't do that. I'll get you in a lot of trouble. Let me see. Everything we do has contracts attached to it, and there's penalties for breaching the contracts. Oh. Altering and changing labels, altering and changing chemicals and anything, formulas, all that stuff. You know, anything you basically do that's against the company will get you sued. If there's something that's new, that has to be bought up before the company. If anything changes on the contract, it has to be bought up for the company. We sit down, we have to have a meeting, we have to talk about it, see how it benefits the company, how it's going to work. Or matter of fact, I want to say corporation, because that's where we're going. I'm decided which license I'm going to apply for. I have to read through all that before doing the paperwork, because once you dot this paperwork in, it is it. So we got to see if we need a S corporate license or a C corporate license, which I got to go through that right there. I'm going to be chilling with family today, so it'll give me a chance to sit down and just read through some of this stuff. Let me see. Now, where are my fireworks at? I want to break these pictures up in sections. So that's the easiest way. We got everything all together. We need to break this for this page, this for that page, that for that page. This is going to be a lot of headache. Let's see. Now, under our exotic collection, which is different color projection mapping screen paints, that is going to be pushed for the art community. So we want to be to cover all fields. We just don't want to deal with just home theater projection. That's why we have mapping technology. We want to be to display for ceilings and floors, and we have that this new technology for mapping that allows us to be able to take someone to take plexiglass and coat it with this form. We've done these before. Drop them on the glass and hit them with a projector mapping system. We can actually map images underwater. And for those of you thinking, well, why would anybody do that? Because basically, we can make a virtual fish tank. We can do all that stuff. That stuff is kind of cool to watch. This is a rear projection virtual fish tank that we can install into a tank. Some people at the end of the day would rather have a virtual tank than basically have the real deal, because the real deal comes with maintenance. It can be costly, it can be expensive. Let's see, where are you? I know I'll put you in here. Let's see where you're at. I'm running out of time here. I gotta get dressed, washed, showered, and shaved, and all that other good stuff, and out the door. Let me see. And Taco, I gotta get you ready. Where's your carrier at anyway? Let me get you in your carrier. Okay, these are the Christmas decorations. That's gaming decorations. Work. Can't track it down in here. I can dig another one up. It's in here. It's just we have a lot of. This is all the pictures and demonstrations we use for the site. If we can't find it, we'll go in and just dig out fireworks. I'd like to have one of units. That'd be perfect. Now, if you hear two more after that, that's Jamie carrying on. That's him. Early in the morning. It's early in the morning. He contacts us for crazy stuff. We can tell by him and everybody else. When a person contacts us, it's just one. We're going to contact us like 10 and 12 times in a couple of minutes. No customer's going to do that. When we get them back to back to back, that's him. So judging by how many of the notifications you heard going off on the phone, because the guy was like, what the freak is that in the background? That's the notifications going off. That's the guy we're over there basically exposing. That's how he's reacting. Yep. He's like, gee whiz. Yeah. That's pretty, yeah. Now, I know you feel that you have our product and you're exposing me and all this other nonsense. Dude, my stuff is tested. You don't, that's the sad thing. They really don't understand the concept of testing. If that product came out looking like anything like that, number one, I would have a heck of a lot of problem trying to sell something that's not going to work on camera. So I have special cameras now. I have special settings in my camera to do all this. And I guess if I have special settings, that means all the customers we do business with all have special settings. Yeah. Everybody else, it works perfectly. You're the only person that doesn't work. Just like the 2.0, which we're taking them to court for that one, for small claims court for that one, because everybody's stuff came out of a 5-gallon container. Everybody else is working perfectly. His is the only one that doesn't work well. His is the only one that has problems. It came out dark and dirty, didn't match any of the test demonstrations, nothing at all. This is why that's an open and shut case when we sue you for the slandering our 2.0. Open and shut case, clean. Because you're going to have to prove to a judge that for some strange reason, out of a 5-gallon container versus a customer John T, that your product came out looking different. That's like me watching somebody make 5 gallons of lemonade and put no sugar in it, but mine comes out extra sweet. That doesn't make any sense. That means that's automatically showing that you tampered with it. So all that was recorded, all that was documented. So that's an open and shut case. That's an automatic $10,000. So everybody knows, even YouTubers knows he has a habit of doing these dirty little tricks. And he's been doing that stuff on our screen paints, doing these fake unboxings and stuff like that since the 7th. So that's what the civil court is for. The civil court basically will show how far you have been going back and doing this to our company, including all the other multiple lawsuits, including copyrights. And so if you have a history of doing this is what it means by building a case on somebody. You have to show that this person has a history of doing this. This is why I said that you can possibly to get out of this, and definitely will get out of this 5 to 10 years in jail. You're gonna get some serious jail time. So like I said, that's what he wants, and that's what he gets. But you will see my face staring right at you, right across from the table. And let's see how much mouth you got then. Like I said before, I spent 4 years on that property. 4 years on that property, walking in and out of my house at will. And you jokers sending all these death threats about killing me, murder me, hanging me, stab me, shoot me, all this nonsense. I'm still there. You didn't see me run nowhere. I even gave you my address multiple times. And not once did you ever come down and visit and say hello. You're cowards. You hide behind your keyboards and you can basically talk a lot of trash. Well, you can't hide behind the keyboard no more. I'm going to dig you up out of your comfort of your own home. I'm going to drag you down here. I'm going to prosecute you. And you'll see me. 2 ways to see Mr. Bird. Well, I should always see Mr. Bird, but that's one thing you don't want to see me in a courtroom. So we have enough evidence on this individual to bury him. I'll never forget, I had this one guy. Oh, we had brought him into court. We sued him for $50,000. This guy reminds me a lot like Jamie. And as we're in court, he just let his emotions get the best of him. He just kept repeating the same thing over and over and over and over again. And they kept telling him that it doesn't mean anything because he has no evidence. So basically it's all hearsay. But he just kept saying it over and over and over again. He lost his case. He had to pay me 50 grand. And he didn't have the money. So we took his car. And a couple other things we took from him to add up to the 50 grand he owes us. He still passed off this earth owing me money. I didn't really look into it. I should look into it. But he passed off this earth. Probably statute of limitations probably way over by now. But anyway, he passed off this earth owing me money. But passed off this earth broke. Somebody else had to pay for his funeral. He had no money. You owe money at the end of the day. They started coming and taking your stuff. He didn't have the money to pay. He didn't have enough money to pay me $50,000 back. So we executed right there on the spot after he lost. Nothing he could do. And I requested to execute judgment on the property, anything he had, and they granted the request. So when he left out of that courtroom, he got another order coming to him that his items were going to be removed off his property. They took his car from him. His car was his pride and joy. I remember when he used to come around the neighborhood. As a fellow, he wasn't business, I was a fellow. He'd come around the neighborhood and he would basically show up his car. He loved that car, and we took it from him. Took his car from him. And nothing he could do about it. And then we get the whole, I'm sorry, I apologize. I didn't think it was going to go down this road and this, that, and the other. Well, it's too late now. I don't care. Give you those options. That's what those options are for. He lost his car, lost a few things. We're going to have to put that in there because I can't find that. That's not the fireworks display. That's definitely not it. It's not it at all. All right, I don't want to spend all day on this. I got things to do today. Yeah, he was really, I'll never forget that in court. Came into court, tough, acting like he's on it. And when that evidence popped up on him, that was it. It was lights out. And he kept saying, well, I didn't know. That. They don't care about that. They don't care about this, that, Jerry, Ben, Tom, Frank. They don't. They only care about the evidence they got in front of them. You submit all that information. That's all they care about. That's what they're prosecuting you on. They ask you those questions at the end of the day. Such and such and so on. If you can't answer them correctly, you will lose your case. Not only will you lose your case, you will lose your stuff at the end of the day. And that's what happened. They snatched his car. Came out there and his car was gone. And some notice. Took your car. Fully paid off. Belonged to him. Now, if you're doing payments in your car, no, that's going to be a hard time snatching the car because you don't own it at the end of the day. Somebody else owns it. But again, if you owe us money and we take everything you got from you, I don't know how you're going to make car payments or pay rent. Did I put this in one big or all one explosions? A big giant explosion. And the fog is very clear. Yeah. Gotta pay that up. Let me see what we're gonna do here. I need to go. What's the background there? Here we go. I need to go here. I need to change this out to one large one. There we go. That's better. I like those fireworks. I love fireworks. I was talking to my sister about we getting detonator switches this year. I haven't lit fireworks in so long. What I'm going to do is I'm not doing them anywhere near the city. I'm going to go basically rent me some land, which I'm planning to do anyway. I got 4 acres. I pay $1,000 a month plus the taxes, which ain't much, to basically rent out farmland, and I'm going to have fireworks. And my family going out there and have some fun. Make sure I'm far away from them, not from the family, but from the people I guess we're renting land from. I hope it ain't farmland. I hope it's something. I hope it's just land. I don't want farmland with cows out there. I want to disturb the animals. But I want something that we can have some land to ourselves out there to have some fun. They might put the go-kart track out there. I was thinking about that too. Putting one of those RC go-kart tracks out there. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go out there with some detonator switches and basically fire off some fireworks. I can never understand to this day and never will why in the world when they make M80s and M100s they give them the shortest fuse you could possibly ever think of. You know this thing is almost a quarter stick of dynamite and they freaking give you this little tiny fuse like they're asking for you to get jacked up in the process. No, I'm extending all my fuses and I'm getting switches. There's no way in the world I'm lighting that up and trying to run from that freaking damage. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. All right, so we got the page extended here. I'm gonna put something else here at the bottom. We got the fireworks. I'm gonna put something else there. So I'm gonna save that. That's gonna be for the extended page. For this extended page, we can add some more stuff to that. Let me see. I want to put in. Let's see. Oh, I want to put some nice artwork in, some more nice artwork. And for that, so that's the Patriot page. Let's see what we have here. That's the Patriots. This is the Alpha Black page right here. So showroom for this. Let's go here and look at this right here. Alpha Black, the rarest. So good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Black Series Edition Marketplace. This we won't need. We don't require marketplaces anymore. Well, we do now, but after 2 months, we won't need them. Let me see. And they don't have to call for prices because they're contracted. They will have. Well, actually, no, because we got people in here looking for items too. So they just have to call for information. I get that right? No, I got that wrong for a minute. It's supposed to be RICING pricing. Yeah. Call for pricing. Now, these demonstrations I'm doing on a P2. P2 and the NEC 720p projector. So we're going to do them in 2 different projectors. I'll also be picking up the Epson has a laser projector at 1,000 lumens. I'll be picking that one up too, and a ViewSonic. The reason why I need the ViewSonic because I need the ViewSonic one for the 235.1. So we're going to do a 235.1 ultra short dose setup, and I want big screens for these things. So I want to do for the showroom, I want one in a 100 inch and one in a 158 inch. 158 inch at 235.1 for that setup for that display, and the showroom is going to be ultra white, which means white. Everything is going to be done in this really futuristic high white, so these black screens can push out. So that's how we're going to do them. I'm finished showing up the design. The gaming section of it is going to be sweet. So we want a gaming section where people can come out and check out the gaming technology. They can check out have our own dedicated theater room or checking in wait. I think I'm gonna spend a lot of time in there. Dedicated theater room with the popcorn machine and all that stuff. So now we can have people come in, they can sit down, they can get the experience of it all, and then they can basically contact the companies that will be selling these products where they can purchase them at. We'll give out brochures and stuff like that at the end of the day. So let me see. Moving to the next level. Technology. Rares. This has to be altered and changed because now we won't be having this so much. But we'll explain per month. We can't do per 10 per month. We have to put this in blank because we don't know how many we're going to have per month. Per month. Only blah 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 per month. Limited edition. All right, this right here is not needed because again, they won't need that. That won't apply to them. That only apply to the customers. I'm saying that if you buy one, your money is returned back to you. We don't need that because that doesn't apply to them. And then we'll put a summary in here. I'll expand this on basically such and so on. So I think we have a summary for that particular one. We'll put that right there. So evens with that. That would be nice. All right, let's even see with that. Okay. Take this out. Oh, edit that, please. It's the wrong section right there. All right, let me see. Only 10 are made a month. Nope. Can't put that in there yet. So happy about this. I'm so happy God is changing so many things. God is so fantastic. He's just changing so many things. That's what I tell people at the end of the day. Don't sit there and be a fake Christian. Don't sit there and say, oh, God this and God that, and you're basically doing all this dirty stuff at the end of the day. Don't do that. And one of the things I never, ever do, I don't care if the person is a Christian, I will never say out of my mouth that God said this is going to end. I'm not saying that. That's how you get yourself in a whole lot of trouble. You would take whatever you said that God said, and you will stack that on your own head. You don't do that. The other fellow, we're not going to mention him because I don't want him in the video, made a statement about no orders for me in 2023. Man, you've been talking that dumb nonsense for the longest time. You were talking that dumb nonsense when we made the 12s. Oh, that's the end of it. You're not going to be selling anymore screen paint. Got 40, 50 orders on the table, all 12s. Same thing with any other screen paints we bought. We do. We have stacks of orders coming in, but yet our business is supposed to be gone under. We're supposed to lose our business. He said some nonsense about me being out in the street and being homeless and some dumb nonsense. Are you kidding me? You sat there and mocked me because I was living with my family and, I'm living in a small area. While I was in that small area, I got more work done than you guys do in a whole freaking year. Freaking engineered the new screen paint, worked on a new website, and got my company license and everything at the end of the day. You guys didn't do jack in the day. You don't even own the rights to your freaking stuff at the end of the day. We found out that one of them, we got a contact on Monday. As a matter of fact, I was able to track down. That guy's actually still around. We were able to track him down. You guys stole this guy's name. Partey does not belong to Partey. It actually belongs to a fellow in the UK. Go to copyrights and look up for the record research. It pops up under a sound studio. It belongs to somebody else. The label he has, his icon, doesn't belong to him. It belongs to some airport transportation unit. They own that. He doesn't own that. At the bottom of, we'll mention this one time, Crow's site, where it says copyrighted, that's not copyrighted. We looked that up. There's no copyright. There's nothing coming up at the end of the day underneath that. Whew, they just fake it. What, fake it till you make it, but you're not going to make it if you're doing it on that level. Gee, what is this? Absolutely horrible. So all that time, he's sitting there mentioning his name, his products. No, that is not your name. That belongs to somebody else. You have no right to use that name at all. It's not yours. So you figure it out. And that logo is not yours either. I don't know why you plastering that stuff all over the place. It doesn't belong to you. Yeah, it's interesting. I'll tell you that much right there. Let's see, so and so and so. Name. So what do we got right here? User class categories. Or anything else in there? Drawing time, cleaning time, proper storage time, screen size, paint on surface application, basic product information. This is not to be used outside. This is not an outside screen paint, so it's not to be used outside. Let's see, screen paint enhancement technology, ADV, abbreviation for that, summary. All right, that's good. That's all there. What do we have underneath here for? Where did we write this in? Oh, well, there we go, guys. Amazing. All right. Okay, it is written in that. Okay, I was wondering if we had that. All right, it is. Okay, there we go. That's good. Craziness, man. Absolutely sheer craziness. Okay, this one's finished. We're coming in 2023. Yeah, we can do that there. That's good. This right here. Okay. Technology game demonstrations. These are coming up soon. Let's see. Price. We can't have this in here at all, period. Okay, what did you just... Taco, what's your problem now, you old man? You wanna go see Big Smoker today? Fitting all the time. Tell you one thing I miss about the other house, the noisy birds. I miss hearing them, but I'm gonna hear my birds again. I told you before, I'll be here hopefully 6 months because I'm doubling up on my rent. I'm actually paying twice the amount of my rent is here, so that way I can get out of my lease faster, so that way I can buy my house, because I'm getting myself a big old Victorian, and I'm getting a nice big old backyard in that bad boy, and I can hear my birds all day. I don't have no neighbors next to me. Got a nice separate house. No one's around me at all, period. Got a little buffer zone like I had at the other place, but I actually want more room. I want a lot more room than that. I don't want nobody near me. And then I can go in there and set my bird houses up. Oh, my nice little tiny home. I cannot wait to do my tiny home. Somebody had one. It was really nice. They did a really nice job on it. Because sometimes I just don't want to be in the house or the big house. There's a little tiny home. All right, let's put this one right here. And I'm going to get my bully sons, my 2 big pits, because I miss my pit bulls. Of course, they'll be puppies. Taco will be training them. That was going to be funny. And then I can bring over, get them used to being around Big Smoke. So that way they all get to know each other. Then I can bring Big Smoke down. He'll be my 2 dogs, and then we'll have Taco. I'm planning to get another cat, too. Actually, I think I might get a Persian. Big old fluffy Persian, like the black faces they have. So we'll get one of them. All right. We need to expand this a little bit. Oh, be nice. Oh, we got this. This is running over here. This is why. All right, let's get you out of the way. All right, are we good? Are we in? All right, cool. All right, that's finished right there. I can't go for that. No. I listened to Hall & Oates last night. No can do. All right, this is right here. And okay, perfect. Next level, 2023. Collection. Let me see. BlackSeriesEdition.com. Closer, we'll say. Let's see. That's their email there, which are going to be the contact us on Facebook. We got to revamp the entire Facebook page. Yep. Only 10 meg. You can't put that in there no more. And I gotta get me an account with Uline because we gotta order so much stuff. It's not funny. On top of it, I gotta order stuff for the employees. I gotta order stuff for the bathrooms, like soap and toilet paper, and all that stuff needed for employees and stuff like that. We gotta have to have a lunchroom and all that stuff. I'm gonna have my employees are gonna have. I already know what I want to set up for my employees automatically from the door. I've seen this over in Japan where they can get breaks, they get nap time after lunch, which is actually not a bad idea too. It's actually pretty good. Where basically they can get a little nap time after lunch, not like a couple hours, no, but I'm talking about something that basically a couple minutes or something like that, or so I'm talking about 5 or 10 or 20 minutes, where they can basically get a little rest and it helps recharge their battery and they work much better if you can get a little sleep time in there. After lunch, you come after lunch, you're tired. You got some of that, what do you call it? Food makes you a little bit tired and sluggish. And to push somebody back into the workforce is kind of cruel. So give them a little time to get a little sleep, recharge their battery, and then get them back in. And I do want to have these right here. I got these under my desk right here. I had these foot massagers that I can stick my feet into because what happens is someone's sitting down all day long. We do advise the employees to get up and move around and walk around, stuff like that. I might put in a track where they can basically walk around the track if they want to, stuff like that. Or a couple, the track would be nice, put in an indoor track. So that way they can walk around because sometimes, like I said, to be sitting at a desk all day long, you can have all kinds of problems, health issues that could pop up. So I'm definitely going to put foot massagers in for the companies. Some people don't want to do that because they don't want to spend the money. For me, at the end of the day, it's not a problem. Put them in there for them, and have a little track where they can walk around, stuff like that. We can spring for something like every Friday. We'll have something like a special meal, or like pizza or something like that, or anything else that they want. At the end of the day, to make a survey what they may like, stuff like that. So that's gonna be pretty cool to be able to do. To have a fantastic work environment for our employees. Oh wow, I'm actually saying the word employees. That sounds pretty cool. All right, so we'll leave all this here, and that's right there. So yeah, I'm gonna make it a fantastic work environment. Now, keep in mind, all my employees are under contracts, which means that, like I said, you can follow the guidelines and everything, and you can be executed, terminated. Not executed. I'm talking about terminated, not executed. Wrong choice of words. You can be terminated from your job, but like I said, as long as you do everything by the book, you should have no problem working with us. Let me see right here. We're gonna do quick edit. I want to expand this page, expand our layout. Let's see where we're going with this one. Let's take this right here. And let's see. I'm gonna come out of this. And we're gonna change this background or something. I'll drop some smoke in here for some reason tonight right now. Okay. And we'll put down 3D black. 3D black. 3D black. Let me see. 3D black. I'll put that in there. And put a little smoke in there. I like that fragment smoke. Put that in there for right now. Boom. Okay, so we put some expansions on the page. We'll add some stuff in there later on. Did we just hit? Yeah, we did hit. There we go. So expanding our pages because we have to start getting ready to put in for these companies for expanding the showrooms. This is what's going to take over the marketplace. Okay, and it's going to be in 2 months, mind you, 2 months when this goes into effect. So you have plenty of time to place orders before this goes into effect. All right, change background. That's done. All right, this finish. All right, let's save this. That's done. Right, that's completed. That's good. All right, let's see. Let's go over to pages. That's alpha. Let's go to ad tech technology. Actually, ad tech should automatically be set up for basically for companies only. It really should be. Let's see on your ad tech put on the map and advertisement, blah 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 blah. Compatible. Okay, cool. This is all set up already. I need to put a page in here. Put a blank section in here. Give me Can I get this to drag and drop in that one spot, please? Thank you. Kind of fought me there for a minute. Let's get that out of here. Be nice. Don't be a jerk. Be nice. Okay, editing. I need to change the layout. To layout, I need to expand it to here. That's perfect. Let's come out of this real quick. Let's transfer this over to layout right there. Change the color out to black. That's perfect. Right. So to put some information for there, and there. Save this. So ad tech is already set up for companies already. So we don't need to go in and change too much with that. I'm gonna publish this real quick so we have these locked in. All right, let me go over to what's next? Fusion Gamer. Fusion Gamer. The Fusion Gamer is that's gonna be for companies right now. So let's see advanced simulation, Black Series Fusion, go to the next level game, so and so on. 720p projectors pre-order. We don't need this here. Whoa! I think I wiped my entire page. Literally, I think I just almost wiped the entire page. Let me see something for a minute. Yeah, we got to undo. Woo, man, I hit that button. Whoop. The whole page went with it. I was like, what the freak? Didn't I just put in here for basically for text? Go in here and do this? That became a nightmare. Let me see what Joker's doing the next one. We got something sound like it's falling over. What you doing, Joker? I do not have the patience for it. What's going on? What you doing? Come on, get out of the way, get out of the way. You're about half boy. You got no posable thumbs, you can't program, you ain't hit a keyboard. Don't cut it out. Toss you through a window. Cut it out. Sorry about that. That's my cat being a complete bonehead in the morning. I got things to do. Got time for this. Got work to do. All right. We got to come in here. We got to change this. We can put a pre-order in for companies. They can do pre-orders for an item. Yeah, we can do a pre-order for that. So that we can do. But they won't be going here to do it. So this link has to be removed. And we're going to have to put in for invoice only. Invoice orders. Invoice. I think I butchered that one. Invoice. Look at the I'm underscoring that. Yeah, right there. Seriously, Bird? Oh, no, people have an issue with this one. It's supposed to be VOICE. All right. Oh, no, because we got it freaking in. It has the, that's why. I kept getting the underscore. Like, what? Nobody spelled that right. You need to take that out. That's what's going on. It's coming up as a link. That's why. And oh man, I'm gonna be going out today. I have to go out today. That's gonna be so much fun. I'm gonna do some shopping today. I haven't been out of the house in a while, so I'm gonna do some shopping with family. It's gonna be fantastic. Invoice, invoice, orders, only. My info call, and we'll put the number up here later on. We'll call. I'll put that in there later on. Okay, so that's in there. Good. All right, so this is for the gaming applications. Let me see what we got going on here. Gaming demonstration, 1,000 limits. That's good to have a lot there. Okay, let me see. All right, that's all good. All right, let me add an extension onto this. Let me see, select quick editing. Quick editing. Layout change. Okay, let me see. Layout change. Let's see. Oh, well, that's definitely got to be changed. I see the copyright thing right here at the bottom where it says copyright 2022. No, we got to change that out. That's not a copyright, literally right there. So that needs to be changed out. I'll have to do editing. It's a little piece at the bottom. Wix needs to stop doing that nonsense because that's not legit. Someone's going to think somebody's name is copyrighted. It's not even got a copyright attached to it. We got to change yours out. We got to put a copyright right in there. We actually have a copyright. That needs to be changed. What's my copyright set? And documents. There you go. I'm gonna put that in the product information page. We'll put our copyright, our registration numbers in. I need to stop doing that crap. Copyright. Let's see. So we're gonna change this over to Taco. Seriously, you've been a jerk for the last couple of days. Yeah, Taco's been a complete jerk for the last couple of days. He's been acting up. He likes to go under my desk and pull my cables out. And I figured out why stuff is not working because Taco was behind there pulling cables out. Get away from my desk. You see me over there playing with your toys, pulling stuff out, messing with your stuff. No, you do not. I'll leave my stuff alone, you jerk. All right, let me see. Oh, we're in the wrong section for this. Are we in my site files? Oh, we're in the site files. Okay. There we go. I want this one right here. Oh, no. This one? This one. I think this one moves. Is there a gallop right here? We got a gallop in here right that moves, right? All right. I'm just going to take this one. Retro Space Invaders. Retro Space Invaders. I remember this game when it came out. That game was freaking amazing. Space Invaders. Oh, I remember that back in the day. I remember when Space Invaders first came out. No, how are we there? We're past it, right? Yeah, because we're putting it right there. So I need to change out this image right here. Give me this image out. Let's go over to upload an image. Get that from the computer. What time we got, Taco? Because we gotta get ready to roll out. Roll out. I think I came to the top first, didn't. Here it is. See, quick select for background. Quick select for background. No. Yeah, okay, yeah. We'll take that. Okay, image. Are we still in editing? We're definitely still in editing. Why are we still in editing? Get out of editing first. Are we still in editing? No, we're actually out of editing. Okay. So I'm gonna change our background. Quick change the background. Let's put an image in there. Right here, what the heck is this? Black Series Edition? I guess it's basically the website. Yeah, it's interesting. Right there. Nope. Alright, let's Taco. You hand up our sugar right there. Pull this up a little bit. I sit at my desk all day long. Well, not all day long, but I sit at my desk quite a bit. So I am definitely need to put these massagers in for our customers because again, the foot massager and back massager is a freaking dream to have. Makes my job a lot more easier. Why is my seat so far down? That's better. It makes my job a lot more easier when I got the foot massager and back massager put in. Using that. So it's just something I want to have for my employees. Disclaimer, we do not claim ownership of these pictures. Cap it. Thank you. Disclaimer, we do not claim ownership of these pictures. Change that header out, it's too big. Oh, we can't drag and drop while we're in this. I should make it both. We can both drag and drop in it, but you can't do that. Let's see. Got one in there. All right, let me see. The fusion is done. Place orders here. Invoice orders only. For more info, call. We gotta put the number in there, which I haven't got around to put the number in yet. All right, let's save that again. And let's hit that for the publish. So that one's done. Let me see what else we gotta do in here. Let me see. Ceiling visual effects. There should definitely be nothing here for customers. You know, period. So let's see what we got going on with that one right here. Visual paint on screen applications. Let me see. Can't have prices here. All right, so. This one we have to remove. It's already in the contract of what they pay for our items, so we don't need to have it here. Let me see. Put down there. It's so awkward here. That's why Texas we don't use this font. That's better. Sorry about that. It would be nice. There we go. Let me see. It's done. Background script. Yeah, and here is new, so we got those for the background. Perfect. Oh, man, we're back. That would be great. Wish I got the right better chair. Man, I can fall asleep in this chair. That's my massager here. I got the massager for my chair, and I got the massager for my feet right now. Feels fantastic. Give a massage for my feet. Yeah. Alright, do we have anything else on here? Okay, this is basically. Alright, let's go over to the next page. Black outdoor. Yeah, that's the one. So, let's see. The heck? Bro, seriously? Oh, I've been spelling this word freaking all day. Let's see. Is this thing it's attached to a link? That's why I'm sitting there like, what the frick is going on? Got underscore here, and it's attached to a link. That's why we're getting that. Usually, when you get that underscore, it says that you spell something wrong, and I'm like, wait a minute, I know I'm spelling this right, but it keeps giving me the underscore, and because I still have a link attached to it, which still is giving me the link. I said no link. Thank you. All right. Invoice orders only. Call for pricing. Let's see. Pricing. We'll put the number there next because I am getting myself an 800 number because we're going to need one. Like I said, all these changes will go into effect after the 2-month period. Right now, you can still order the screen paint, but after 2 months, you won't be able to get it. Now, I gotta put this out here real quick. If we see any bulk orders, they will be canceled. We note they are automatically from the door. But usually if people know at the end of the day that it's gonna be hard for them to obtain the screen paint, they will buy a bulk. Which means they'll buy like something like 20, 30 gallons of it. Your order will be canceled from the door. We already know what that's for. This is basically the last 2 months for the company to be doing business with customers. This is for customers only. This is not for companies. If you're interested in the technology, then basically you have to get in a contract through us. And once you receive the contract, and we go back and forth in the negotiations, because we don't sign these things right away from the door. There's a little back and forth going back and forth because we need me to fill you out, know exactly what we're dealing with. At the end of the day, I need to know if you're legit. That's how it works. So we don't sign contracts. I mean, if something comes through, we sign that quick. No. Sorry, but we have to do background checks on your company. It should be done that way. It has to be done that way. We need to know what I'm signing my name to and what I'm going to be involved in for at least a year to maybe 10 years down the line. I need to know. So we will do background checks on the company. So you know that. So with that being said, if you are thinking about buying bulks of it, it won't work. The money will be returned back to your account. As I said before, we're not going to look at it the way that you sent us a couple $1,000 and we're going, oh, we had $1,000. No, we're good. Trust me. We'll send the money back to your account and explain to you you can only get one. I won't even get that off from us, to tell you the truth. I probably just can't cancel it all together and won't get there to get anything out of that. But you know, that's what's going to happen. If you order in bulk, your order gets canceled. Let me see, mapping. Now, for those who have legit contracts through our company, they can go in and order bulks. But like I said, If you're thinking about ordering a couple, no, we don't need it. We'll send the money back to your account. Let me see. Okay, we need to take out this. Because our shipping is a little different contracts. All right. Not to be rude, but I mean, we don't want companies coming in and buying bulks of it because they know that, you know, we're not going to be dealing with them. It's easy. If you're a company, at the end of the day, you just have to acquire a contract to buy from us. You will need a contract to buy. All right, where are we at right now? Let me see. We're in the three. How many more? Whoa, man, I made a lot of these pages. All right. I don't think we got anything selling in this one. This is an advertisement page. Let me see what's going on in here. Yeah, this is just a demo page. Explains the between ambient rejection gain technologies. Okay. That's cool right there. We can save this one. We actually literally didn't have to save it. Alright, so we're going to have to do that one now. That's pretty much an page explaining the products. Let's see, Paint a New World. Oh, let me see what this one's doing. But yeah, this is just basically explaining the product. Put an extension on this right here. Right now, right there. Let's put extend a page. Let me see. Oh, man. Oh. Oh. It's interesting because they got 64 orders for the complete cinema, which we're shipping out on. Let's see, we got containers and everything coming out Monday. I hope we got enough ink, and we ship out on Tuesday and Wednesday. Like I said again, products are tested, so doing fake demonstrations against our products, nah, ain't gonna work. Tell you the truth, honestly. Nope, we still make money either way. Makes no difference. I told you at the end of the day, you're making a mockery of the blessing that I got from my Lord and Savior. So the outcome of that, for you, is going to be brutal. And it already is brutal for this man at the end of the day. This guy is going to be going through a lot this summer. And we, at the end of the day, are going to become a corporation worth millions of dollars. And nothing good going to come up it for you. Wait a minute. I had 2 notifications go off. Those are order notifications. So probably I'm just gonna order a bulk. I'm just going to Uline and just get a bulk. Because if I do it piece by piece, it's going to basically just kill me. I just get a bulk. And that way I don't have to worry about it. I just buy bulk of everything for the 2 months, and then in that way I can just basically have enough in, get everything pre-packed. I think we're pre-packed everything. And then that way they make it easier for us to ship out the items. Let me see. I need to change this out. We have this right there. I want to do start for this one. Let's get out of this one. I want to extend this page right here. Let's go in here. Yeah, that means when people do dumb stuff like that, it comes back to bite you in the face. You know how much of these Complete Cinema have sold? Quite a lot of this stuff. So that means that anyone that's sitting at home that watched your demonstration has that exact screen sitting on their wall and they have no problem with it, and that makes you look extremely bad. And I've gotten that from customers saying, yeah, I've got the same product right here. I don't have any problem with it. Just like John T, who saw the demonstration of this individual saying that the 2.0 came out so dark you can't see it. And he was like, no, that's not true. I have it right here, and posted the demonstrations on it. And then he turns on and say, oh, he's a fake. He's not real. See, that's what I'm talking about, the dumb stuff. That's the dumb stuff that this guy does in the day. So it makes you look extremely bad because companies that are signing these contracts with us have the cinema, the Complete Cinema. And these are the same companies that sit back and watch you do dumb stuff on camera and go, yeah, we have this here. We tested it. Yeah, already from the door. So they know what kind of person he is. That the guy explained at the end of the day, he's known for doing this stuff. So they already know the reputation of Jamie at the end of the day, what kind of person he is. That's why you don't have the credibility from your product at the end of the day, because people know what it is and they know what you are. But that doesn't change your sales at all. Same nonsense we went through with the 12s, the 7s, the 12s. It didn't stop any of our orders. Orders still went through with no problem whatsoever. But you have to understand at the end of the day, naysayers, that our company's blessed. Do you understand that? Every time you guys make some announcement that this is going to happen and that's going to happen, we get blessed. We're not supposed to make any sales in 2023. We got orders that are kicking in right now. And on top of that, I got my contracts are so heavy, I can now go in and basically convert my company into manufacturer, research, and development. Because the blessings that we're getting from these companies literally is going to give us so much capital that we're going to be able to operate on a level that we were able to operate on. Yeah, we're supposed to be homeless and all that nonsense. Sure. And it's funny how in every place I was blessed to have from my Lord and Savior, at the end of the day, I was blessed to have all houses, decided to do an apartment this time around, and still ended up getting blessed with this beautiful big apartment at the end of the day. And now after this, I'm buying a house. You can't curse a Christian at the end of the day. You can't take anything from us. Anything that my Lord blesses me to have at the end of the day will always prosper, will always flourish. And people who basically that come against us, you will be outed as what you are. This is the reason why this guy's popping up with fake Google images, popping up on his page. This is why he's being exposed for having products matching house paint. The other fellow has products that are made out of water. It's a water paint, and you're just being exposed all over the place. What happens in the process of 2023? Well, Mr. Bird's company becomes a corporation, and he makes millions of dollars, where you guys are owed millions of dollars because you're being sued at the end of the day for the dumb stuff that following Satan down that rabbit hole. This is where you ended up with tangling with a Christian at the end of the day. I'm not the one going to jail. I'm not the one getting sued. I'm not the one exposed, showing my products right out in the open, showing products that are just not, are matching house paint products that are being sold on the website. You guys are exposed like that. I don't have cancel orders. I don't have emails of me cursing people. I don't have none of that stuff at all, period. I have all my products are tested. And for a person at the end of the day that's supposed to be a scammer and all this other nonsense, It's funny, we can't get anybody to match and better all our demonstrations. So yeah, I even showed you on my earnings, my light earnings on my PayPal that we have next to zero returns on our products. We got a track record for that on PayPal that allows us to acquire loans from them because we have an outstanding account. And if my account wasn't outstanding, I wouldn't be able to acquire loans from PayPal. They don't give you loans that you make up. First of all, two things you need. You need to make a certain amount of money, and you need to basically show that you have an outstanding account in order to obtain loans from PayPal. And if I was doing all this scamming, I would have tons of complaints against my accounts. And then I would not be eligible for loans because my account would be in bad standing, which is not. And this is why I win every single, we're not saying with customers, but with these individuals that do dirty stuff, this is why I win every single PayPal. Matter of fact, put that on the list too. I've won every single PayPal complaint, whether it was you guys filed against me or me filing against you. I won every last one. You've never won one against me. And the reason why is because your products are fake and they can see it. We have an outstanding record. Go to Better Business Bureau. I got an outstanding record over there too. You can file all day long. Guess what? They won't even touch them with a 10-foot pole. My record is outstanding over there. Show me your PayPal loans. Show me that PayPal trusts your business enough to give you money at the end of the day to loan you money. Show me. Bet you y'all can't. I can. You can't even show me a document for the copyrights. Partey can't even show me a document for, where's your documents for your copyrights on your logo? Can you show me this, Partey? Do I need to put you, I can put you on blast before I leave out of here. I can be done this, finish my page and upload, come back in here and do a video and requesting for your copyrights on your logo. Do you have it? You own one? You own that logo? You don't own it. You don't own it at all. Somebody else owns it. So not only is your products a fraud and a fake at the end of the day, but your logo and your whole entire company is a fake. That's why you can't get an EIN number, none of that stuff, because somebody else owns the right to that. Gee whiz. Ugh. Stealing everything they can get their hands on. That's a shame. Can't get any loans from them. They can't give them to you. Meow. What you in here talking about that like meow? You're about to leave pretty soon, buddy. I'll go down to your Aunt Victoria over there and chill out with the family. Oh, I'm gonna go do some food shopping. Yeah. What are you headbutting over there? I headbutt my stuff. I'm not headbutting my stuff. Yeah, you don't own that. You can't take something that's not yours. You don't own it. So these are our light orders. See right here? These are my light orders. This is what I show. This is the whatchamacallit. This is the company under Black Series Edition. This is what Black Series Edition makes. Do you see that? So basically, when you know how to do a monthly, because you guys don't know how to do that because you don't know finances at the end of the day, you get a monthly sales report from PayPal. And the monthly sales report will tell you exactly how many returns that you got. It'll show how much PayPal takes out on top. Since we get loans at the end of the day, they take a certain percentage out for our loans. So we pay like 30% back on our loans. So I have about 10 loans that I've borrowed from PayPal. Every last one were paid in full. I have an outstanding account with them. I pay back their money. I also have a credit line of $10,000. If I need something I want to get, I got a credit of $10,000. And because of now, I don't know, we need a loan now for a bank. We really don't need that now with the capital we have coming in. Oh, I got to talk to PayPal about that too, because they got that crazy policy now. They got a policy set up that if you basically have like over like $5,000 in your account, something about it going on hold for something, and I can't be dealing with that. So I need to set up a banking account through the for the LLC. I need a business banking account set up because again, PayPal also has hangups where I don't know if they changed it or not. I remember it was if you had 60,000, 70 or $80,000 that were going to your account, they would put that on hold. It was something like that. No, no, no. They can only process a certain amount of funds. That's what it was. They can't process something over a certain amount of funds. You're not insured. Banks do it all the time too. Banks only insure you to a certain amount of money. Unless you got something like Swiss or something like that at the end of the day. Excuse me, people. All right, so this is what you guys can't back up. You see this right here? These are my transaction sheets. This shows you how much time you guys waste on your time trying to slander my company and we still make money. Do you see that right there where it says refunds? Yeah. See the refunds where it says right there? You know why we have all zeros in there? Because at the end of the day, our company, these are some of the orders, but certain days we got orders for that week. Amount received. I can show you how much money our company pulls in. So all that slander in my company nonsense doesn't work. It doesn't. Customers still come in and buy our products. You know why? Because our products are tested, because they see the time and effort that I put in to build my website, the time and effort that I put in to make my products. Our products are not basically house paint. We do all those tests. So when you do all those tests at the end of the day, you can back up your work. I can go into any bank and pull these statements out and say, look, this is what my company's making, so and so and so, and I can get loans for this. You guys don't pull in this kind of money at the end of the day. So I said, look at this. These are orders that are coming in. This stuff sells for what, $95? Yeah. One of my orders basically is like 3 of yours. I'm not trying to be rude and brag here, but yeah, dude, that's what it comes down to. And this one right here, when I see right here, this shows our refunds. This is our fees. This is what we pay out, all that stuff right there. We don't go through that. Look at this. Look. Amount refunds returned. Look at it. Look. All zeros. And there's the dates right there under the orders. Because at the end of the day, gentlemen, you have to understand, I can back my products up. My stuff is tested. If I request a test for your products, you can't give me that at the end of the day. You don't have any tests on your products. As I said, all that stuff you do, we don't lose any money at the end of the day. We still push orders to because we can back our products up. You guys can't back your products up. You don't have any tests. That's why you got really ticked off at me when I sat there and asked for the customers to request those tests. You refuse to do them because you can't do them. No, beginning stage, we started off with $438, and we end at $4,623. Not even finished the entire month yet. So I can go and show you. I can show you right there. We don't get hardly any returns. Returns for us is rare because our products are tested and they work, and we can back them up 100%. Where you guys, on the other hand, can't back your work. Right now, Partay's product at the end of the day, that stuff will match house paint. Why the frig I'm gonna sit there and paint a screen in 4 times in a row when I can just paint it in 1 time with bare silver screen, network grade 773, or that microblend slip silver? If you're telling me there's a difference between that product, I'm sure enough not seeing any demonstrations on it. So as far as I'm concerned, I can paint that in 1 time and get a gallon of it of that and paint as many screens as I want. Instead of spending the money for that product at the end of the day, Half of the specifications on this page doesn't make any sense. He requires about 120-inch screen throughout the entire demonstration, but completely skipped, said he put a 150-inch screen in there. And then sat right there and blatantly lied on camera saying he never said 4 colors when it says it right over top his video. So which one of those videos are the real video? So it's just a mess. And then finding out that his products is just half is this watercolors. That's a lot of water and paint. That's why you were getting the beaded look to the top of the screen, because that was the water that couldn't basically blend in with the paint. There's a lot of water in it. So you're watering down, you're selling watered down screen paints. That's what you're selling. Crow, where to begin? Where to begin? Your policies are set up to basically steal from your customers. You got products that are matching house paints with you in the video. Better Business Bureau will be giving you contact about that one real soon, because we had to launch for an investigation on that one. You have a 4K laser P2 projector. I'm going to be possessing one of these soon. And you mean to tell me you have to go to Google and take images to make your product look like something that is not? That's pretty bad. That basically clearly just tells at the end of the day your stuff doesn't work on so many levels. It's not even funny. If that doesn't clear it up, I don't know what doesn't. It's just pretty bad. That's pretty bad at the end of the day. And then I look on your account and your customers are pulling their videos, because we just saw 3 videos pop up that said unavailable by the user, which means that the customer went in and requested for him to remove the videos off the account. That's what they did. Because you know what they probably did? They probably went in and probably took some everyday household paint, painted it next to their screen, and it matched, and it ticked them off. And they probably requested to have their money back. And he said, well, under my policy, if it lands on your property, or if you open it, it's yours. I can't do anything for you. So if I was a customer at the end of the day, the first thing I would say is, yo, yank my video off. I don't want my video on your channel anymore. Take it off. That's why they're being removed. That's house paint. And is there any test? No. Like I said, if he had tested his product to begin with, he wouldn't have had that situation to happen on freaking YouTube. That stuff doesn't faze or bother us. We do dumb stuff like that. My company, because I base my company off my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, my business will always flourish. As long as I do things by the book and I treat my customers with the respect on God wants me to how I treat them, I'm honest with them, I make a 100% good product, I do the testing, I do the time, I put the work in, God's going to bless my hand. And partake. Today, I'm going to request for your copyrights. That's what I'm requesting today. That's why I have my documents out. I'm going to request for your copyrights on that logo. And I'm expecting a response by the end of this week. Just to let you know, I did contact the original owner. I did reach out to him, and I did basically shoot over your website. So they will be contacting you soon. You owe money. You got no rights to use that. It's not yours. It doesn't belong to you. The logo doesn't belong to you. As a matter of fact, we had to contact 2 individuals. We contacted that airline transit system, whatever it is. You stole their logo. Okay, we're doing business with that guy right there. Right there. Now, you're talking about you made 15 orders, right? Mind you, my product sells a lot higher than yours. 15 orders. This is what we get from 31 orders. This is 31 orders. That's what I make from 31 orders in a day. And this is my average at $212. So if I sell a product that we have on our website, which is actually our 24 ounce at $212, I sell 31 of those. This is what I make for the day. Now, mind you, I got items on my website that sell for $600. I got items on my website that sell for $300, $400. And keep in mind, that's a technology at the end of the day that can easily go toe-to-toe with a $5,000 screen. This is why people are basically getting contracts from us, because they know that we can show proof of a screen paint being able to dominate and take over a $5,000 screen. Do you have any idea what that technology is worth? It's worth a great deal of money now. Because these guys can walk into any showroom, any place they want, and they can have a technology that is backed. They don't have to be embarrassed. if someone was basically giving you a contract at the end of the day, do they have a 100% guarantee that they won't match a gray wall at the end of the day or gray house paint at the end of the day, that that product's going to work? Can you give them that guarantee? You can't give them that guarantee. Simple questions that I asked you guys, you couldn't even reply back. I had 3 open mics yesterday. That's an open room. We allowed people to go in and talk. All they did was come in with a bunch of laughing and carrying on emojis. That was basically about it. Companies see that at the end of the day. So can you basically explain anything you have on your site? You can't. One guy couldn't even explain a simple question about the Frankenstein. Couldn't answer it. And that's pretty sad. Now that's 31. That's 31 orders. In my contract, I'm actually going to get orders in between 80 to 90 to 4,000, 5,000 orders. And my items will be selling way beyond what we sell here. I told you, I talked about a friend of mine for the longest time who basically wants to sell my house. It's a clientele. He has a client list for our screen paints that are willing to spend $2,000 to $3,000 a quart. That's where Alpha One's hitting. And he's as happy as a schoolgirl with a new dress. He said, "What made you give in?" I said, "That made me give in. I have to build capital for my company. It needs to grow." So that Alpha One is going to be going for around $2,000 to $3,000 a quart because it has the ability to take out any certified screen that touches it, which makes it an extremely powerful screen. And when we show what that thing looks like on the P2, those of you who own the P2 are going to want that paint. You're going to slobber when you see exactly what that thing will make a P2 look like with a PS5 connected to or any gaming PC we're running. You are going to be drooling at the mouth like Homer with a donut. Now, mind you, the people have those high-end certified screens. That's what he's catering to. Okay, so we got other screen paints that be catered to other people, but that's what he's going to put the Alpha One's going to be catered to. People who basically, that's the one of the complainers. They're upset. Anytime we get messages like that, that's when the complainers are upset and they're angry because they want to voice their opinion. Don't get jealous. I told you for the longest time, what you need to do is you need to roll up your sleeves and you need to work. Don't get mad because Mr. Bird is getting contracts. Don't get mad because Mr. Bird is going to be a very rich man very soon. Don't worry about that. What you need to do is roll up your sleeves and work. And you haven't. You've been cutting corners, coming on YouTube with these fake demonstrations and making all these accusations about your product being this and being that. Just talking a whole bunch of mumbo jumbo. You can't back anything up. And you're mad at me because of that, because I get up every morning and I work hard and I work my fingers to the bone to make to bring out a fantastic product for customers. You're mad at me because of that, because I work hard. The problem is, fellows, is that you don't like me because I raised the bar too high. Because people expect for you at the end of the day to do the same thing that I'm doing. And that means you have to work. You have to get off your fat, lazy behind and work. And you don't like that. You rather just sit back, ride the gravy train as long as you possibly can, steal and rob from customers, and basically tell them anything off the top of your head because they'll believe anything. That's how you feel at the end of the day. That's how you treat your customers. You don't want to work. That's what it comes down to. That's why I said you're lazy. Not saying all screen paints, not saying all of them. No, I've seen some of them do a fantastic job. I'm talking about these two individuals, Partey and Crow. Y'all don't work. Your fake demonstrations, and they're trying to show people at the end of the day and talk all this mumbo jumbo on camera, and you got products matching house paint. This joker don't even own his freaking name to his company, nor does he own the freaking logo attached to it. Selling water paints, trying to tell people it's some kind of bubble activation system and the polymers and all that stuff like that. Man, you sound like a generic version of a freaking Star Trek episode talking that nonsense. No way to back any of that up whatsoever. Foolishness. That's what it comes down to. So Partey, this is what I'm requesting from you. I want to see this from you today. I want to see that you own the rights to your name that you have up there, and you own the rights to that piece of whatever the artwork that belongs to another company. Show me your documents that you own it. Show me it. Show me your documents. Show me your verification number right there. Show me your certification of registration from the United States government showing you have a copyright for that. So Crow, I'm expecting to see yours also too today, also too, or tomorrow. Doesn't make a difference. As a matter of fact, post it directly to your website, right to your website, and we'll see if you actually own it. Which we all know you don't. I can't stand fakes at the end of the day. Let me see what we're going to change this over to. We got the star background. Still going to change this over to this. Crying and whining. That's what he's doing over there, crying and whining right now. I'll show you the text messages. We'll be posting them in a few minutes. He's careful about saying any racial slurs. He just called me a scammer. That's basically about it. But keep in mind, when you call and you do that dumb stuff, this is what happens. All that gets forwarded over to, because these two are under, actually three of them are under investigation, but one right now is going to court. So anything that comes up, calls, messages, all that gets forwarded over to them. So keep in mind, Jamie, this is a nightmare you cause for yourself. Say that you have somebody's contacting us and they're carrying on and you have nothing to do with that. Guess what? You become a part of that because you triggered the cause and effect. So you get blamed for that. Anybody who comes up and slanders our company in any way, they're going to basically hit you with that. They're going to hit them, yes, but you're going to also be a part of that. And you can say, hey, I got nothing. Yes, you do. You started it. That's why. So that's going over to them as more evidence against you. That the actions that you triggered off basically came to life. Let me see. What do I want to put for this right here for the background for all of this? I want to do a star display. That's what I want. What we got here? What's that right there? Actually, it would be pretty cool to put that in there. Does that even move? Well, if it moved, we would see it move. Let me see. I like this one right here. I think I'm gonna take this one right here. The background. Yeah, that looks pretty nice. Okay, I need something to extend the page. Can I put this in one solid image? One solid. Let me see. I don't want it tile. See if we can. Would you stop fussing? I like this one. Let me see. Background change. Right here. Something else in there. Yeah, when people start putting them on exposed, then it's people being triggered. They sound just like Karens. Those are Karens right there from the door. When a Karen gets exposed for what they are, they accuse the other person, oh, they're triggered, oh, they're doing this to me, oh, they're doing that. That's literally what you guys sound like. Just crying about every little thing. Look, you got exposed, that's what it is. Did you guys go in there and apologize to your customers for that nonsense of getting exposed on? Nope, didn't do any of that. What you did, you came at us. What's the point of coming at me for? I'm still gonna make money at the end of the day. How are you stopping anything from what I'm making at the end of the day? I don't sit there and lie about what I make. I put it right there. Ain't a ton of money at the end of the day. Doesn't make me a millionaire at the end of the day, but I make far more than you do at the end of the day. I don't even have a job. I don't have a 9 to 5. This is my job right here. I don't work in. I have to get up in the morning and go get on the bus or whatever. So I'm not busting on people who do it. Do fantastic jobs in the day. Anybody gets into the 9 to 5, hey, hats off to you at the end of the day. But I don't have to do that. Jamie, you work a job. You literally work a job and you sell your screen paints. Partey, you work a job and you sell your screen paints. I, on the other hand, no, I don't work a job. This is my company right here. That tells you how well my company does. I don't have to get up in the morning and punch a clock. If I want to take a break, I can walk away from my desk and basically take the whole day off and chill and still get paid. I can sit here and play video games and get paid. I can go to I'm going to my family's house and chill and have dinner and still get paid. There's no boss or supervisors to tell me what to do at the end of the day. If I want to ball up in that corner over there and go to sleep and still get paid. And then under my contracts, well, there you go. I'm going to be doing less. I don't do any more. I'll be doing demonstrations, but not on the level where I have to. No, it's not. I don't have to do that anymore. All I have to do is sit back, research, manufacture, and develop new technology for the companies, and that's it. We have the showrooms where we display the technology at. They can come down and see it. They can go to the website. They can check out all the information and be pointed to the showrooms. That's it. And every once in a while, I got to pop in and sign up on something. So guess what that does? That gives me the opportunity to what? Travel. Yes, I have the opportunity to travel and go anywhere the freak I want at the end of the day if I choose to. I can have somebody else run the company and I can just disappear. Go out and travel, have some fun. Sit there in the middle of Spain and just sit there and have a sandwich, or basically just go to Italy and go to Rome, go to France, go wherever I want to go. As long as I'm paying for it on my dime. That's where people make mistakes too. That's how they get caught up with tax fraud. It's basically they say, oh, it's a company trip. You know darn well that was not a company trip. Yeah, because I worked hard to get here. And I worked hard and put my faith in my Lord and Savior. My Lord and Savior blessed me to have what I need to have in life, and always has and always will. I'm gonna sit there and carry on and act up because I'm in a laundry room sleeping on the floor. That's where I was at, in the laundry room sleeping on the floor and praising and thanking my Lord. I could have went there and go, gee, I just came out of a 1,600 square foot home with a balcony, backyard, a whole 9 yards. And here I am sleeping on the floor in the laundry room. And the devil's coming to me saying, oh, yeah, this is what the Lord did to you. This is where the Lord put you at. This is where you're going to be at. Your company's not going to do, your company's not going to do that. I'm like, Satan, you don't get the freak out of my face. I ain't got time for that nonsense. I'm saying praising my Lord, giving him thanks for me to be here. Yeah, that's right. While you guys were doing all that taunt, I was praising my Lord, giving him thank you for me to be here, giving me the opportunity to praise your name, to be here. Now look where I'm at. My apartment is bigger than yours. I got a 150-inch screen that sits in my room. I'm about to be moved upstairs to another apartment, which they're going to charge me the same price for the one down here, and it's bigger than down here. Lord keeps blessing my hand. Now we're getting contracts for the company where we can convert the company now for our manufacturing, research and development, applying for C corporate licenses now. Got really good companies that came on board. Saw our technology, like what we had, like the energy we was putting off. One of the things a couple of people said, there were Christians that came and said, we like the fact that you dedicate your business to your Lord and Savior, and we do. Everything we have comes from God. And you want to sit there and question his blessing, take the blessings that he gives me and try to, buddy, the outcome of that is not going to go well for you. And it's not. This man is going to spend this summer with the rest of them trying to deal with the hefty amount of fines that we're going to be slamming him and trying to keep himself out of jail. And I'm going to be sitting on a beach in Jamaica somewhere, staring at the looking at the white sand and that blue, blue, blue ocean. That's what we're looking at. Why you guys are trying to fight to keep from getting out of jail and turn into financial ruins. Let me see. What are we doing here? What are we looking for here? What's what I put there? Oh, we need something for some outer space kind of design there. That's what we need from the door. Let me see. It's better if I just go to my files and grab this. Would be much faster. Go there and get it from there. We get ready to leave in a few minutes. I'm gonna do some shopping today too. I'm gonna buy some stuff for the upstairs. I haven't bought anything for down here because I don't like the carpet. Carpet, I hate it. I can't stand carpet. I thought I could deal with it. I really thought I could deal with it, but I can't. I hate carpet so much. I like the hard wooden floors. So basically, I got an arrangement to move upstairs on the floor, which I like is better because I'm actually over top everybody else, which makes it much better. And then on top of that, I got a fantastic view of the mountains, which I love. They have some beautiful mountains up here. And on top of that, it's a much bigger area. So that's where I'm going to set up my, get ready to get set up for my P2 setup. And I'm going to be doing another projector besides that. Some other projectors besides that. Some other projectors I'm looking at to buy. Let me see. What about this one right here? This is even moving. Let me see. I think I'm going to build my case for my P2. I'm going to build my my stand because everybody's got these big stands that come out and the P2 sits inside of it. I'm building mine, but I'm building mine so it comes apart in sections because I'm planning to take it with me when I leave. Definitely taking that bad boy with me when I leave. So I have to build it so it comes apart in sections, but I want it jet black to match my the P2 that I'm getting. Basically it's going to be jet black, but I want this thing to levitate too. I do want to make it look like it's actually floating off the ground. So it's going to be some pretty interesting how we build that to make the whole entire case look like it's floating off the ground. And I do want my speakers installed into the case. So I'm building that myself. Wait till you see the interesting way we're going to put it together. It is going to be sick on how we're going to assemble and put this stand. A levitating stand is going to have hardly any weight to it at all whatsoever. And it's going to be able to house the P2 black projector and several speaker systems in it. It's going to be sweet. The bottom, I'm definitely going to do with an all white at the bottom because I want LED lights at the bottom. And then I'm going to put a strip of these tiles that we have for the floor. I'm gonna put them in bone white so they go around that one section so they reflect, bounce the light, reflect that floating effect. Oh, wait till we see how we put this together. God's already putting blueprints in my head as we speak on how to put it together. Is he good or what? Is he good or what? Let me see if we go in here. We want something real nice for this. What about this? Can we use this right here? Does that have a really cool effect to it? What does this do? We're down the page a little bit here. Let's see. What do we got here? Oh, that looks really nice. I definitely want that. Can we get this right here? Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. This is our technology we use for coating ceilings. Oh, don't get a blast out of that. For the showroom, we're going to put in a huge ceiling display. And I'm definitely going to dome one of them. We're going to turn one of them into a dome. So basically, we can do the whole entire universe, everything. That's going to be sick. I can't wait to set all this up. Then we're going to have when customers walk in, we're going to have the floor with projector mapping, all this stuff. Right. We got the extension for that. Let's go and save that. Did we put links to this thing? To any shopping carts? Because they have to be removed. Let me see. Nothing. All right, no, we didn't put anything in there. Okay, cool. All right, this was Paint Another World or Paint Another World. Paint of the World. So let's go out of Paint of the World and let's go to Advanced Ambient Light Rejection Black Technology Gain right here. This is explaining our gain technology. Again, where are y'all pages at? Y'all missing a lot of pages off your website. The reason why we have all this because we have so much information on our technology. We literally had to build showrooms to put them in there. Again, all I see in all the other sites is nothing but a bunch of blah, 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 and blah, 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 blah. You should have tons of videos, tons of pictures on all kinds of stuff. Where y'all stuff at? Then let me see what we got here. This is Ambient Light Destroyer, fully lit environment demonstrations. We got any links in here? No, that's right there. Never write down that we got links in here. This is a display page. Okay. We don't need to be there. All right, that's good. Let me see what we got coming up next. All right, we have, we're almost near the end. Thank goodness, because that was a lot of pages to go through. We have the Monster 250s. And this comes in handy for us because with companies, we've gotten this question that popped up. What's the biggest display that you have displayed your technology on? We've done a whopping 250-inch screen. As a matter of fact, we even have an entire grid of doing outdoor demonstrations on just about every freaking level you could possibly think of. We utilize the daylights out of that section. Yeah. Monster 250. Because some people now, they're investing into our company. They want to put up their own drive-in movie theaters. Do you know exactly what your screen paint looks like at a size of 250 inches? No, you do not. Will that screen work at 250? No, it will not. You know what's going to happen? You're going to take a light gray screen. You're going to stick it on 250 inches of screen. That's going to absorb in a ton of light outside. Now, if they're having a very hard time getting screens of 100 inches to produce and that's not even a full lit environment, it's a dark environment. We've seen the demonstration where the customers were pulling their videos from Crow's site. You saw his demonstrations. Those demonstrations are dark. So how in the world are you going to pull a 250 outside? We can do it at 5 o'clock in the evening with no problem. We can produce that. So a gray screen's automatically going to have, and white screen and gray screen's going to have, automatically going to have an extremely difficult time outside. So what the customer's going to have to do is spend a lot of money for a projector to fix that nonsense. Where our technology, Doesn't require expensive projectors, and we can be outside at massive screen sizes. Interesting. Oh, that's the panel demonstration that we did the screen. So there's nothing in here, no links. We've got links in any shopping carts. Nothing. All right. Let me go over here. We got the other one, which is our last one, which is the Extreme. Oh, we got to change the name to that too. It's a Gamer Paint. Now this is now being converted to a Gamer Paint. We had one coming up under the Unicorn, Exotic Unicorn, but that's going to be converted into our ambient light rejection projector mapping screen paint for the art community. And this one is going to be turned into for the ladies. This is the Advanced Ambient Light Rejection 48 Sugar Plum Fairy Extreme Girl Gamer, which means this is a gaming screen paint for the ladies. We're going to start our new title here because now we're not doing the whole challenge thing. We don't need to. What do we need it for? We're contracted. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Matter of fact, I don't have to do any more demonstrations. I don't really prove anything. We're contracted. Once we send over paint to them and they test it, I'll see what they like. That's it. That's pretty much it. That is pretty much it. Bum, 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 bum. These are specification sheet, light specification sheets. Paint your next destiny. Paint your next new gaming destiny. And then we'll put right here the origins of the Sugar Plum Fairy. That'll be for the ladies. I might throw in with those some of those gaming headsets, those unicorn headsets that glow. We're gonna see if we can get it. I told you one of the guys we're working with has a lot of heavy connections, and he has connections and freaking stereo equipment, projectors, all that other good stuff. So that he would build packages, packages for customers and stuff like that. I want a gaming package, and one of the gaming packages I wanted to come with those headsets for the unicorns. As long as it lights up with the ears and stuff, I want some of the kitty ears and stuff like that. I want some of those. All right, so that one we did go in and work on this. So this one's all finished. Let's go in and save and publish it. So the only thing we're not going to change right now, shopping carts are going to stay open for 2 months. We are going to over 2 months. Shipping policy has. Hey people. Shipping policy has to be the same because we're still selling to customers. Once that 2 month period's over and we don't have the shopping carts anymore, the showcase pages will take over. These are the pages that we have companies will go in and look at the different things we have to offer, and they go from there. They can contact us, and when we have the showrooms ready, they can go to the showroom and they can see it, or we can just send them over their samples directly to them where they can go in and basically test out and see what they like. Let me see. It's my angry cat. What you arguing about, Taco? All right, arguing with the birds. Probably there's new birds in the window you got to argue with. All right. Test demos, all this are going to stay here. Link page is going to be there. Shipping, like I said, we have to change that policy out because that's going to be the policy for anyone who has a contract with us. The black shop is definitely going to be gone after 2 months, and all the home page will keep all that there. All that's going to be there. Let me go in and put in another save. So all that's been updated, and that's done right there. That's finished. All right, now let me see. That's finished and that's done. This is another company we have. Yeah, we have a few companies. This is the one we're developing for our paint on. This is all for projector mapping applications, visual effects, stuff like that. That's what it's all designed for, all projector mapping applications. Reason why naysayers don't comment on this, because they don't know what they're talking about. That's why they can only comment on what they think they know. So they think they know our products. But what about the rest of the stuff that we engineer and design? You guys don't talk about that, especially projector mapping, because you don't know anything about projector mapping. Now, we own the equipment right over there. And no, projector mapping does not work on white or gray screens. The last thing you want to actually put it on, because that stuff can't even pick up contrast and color. It still requires with projector mapping that you have to have a screen that can basically pick up color and contrast. It's required. So these are the new ones we're going to be putting right there for the projector mapping. This is the second company, which I got to get a contract for this. We don't have a contract for this, but we're not ready for this anyway yet. When we get to that point, we'll get to it. See how at the end of the day, when you look at their websites, they're boring. They're very boring. They don't put no time, no artwork into it, because they don't. At the end of the day, like I said, you're not gonna put the work into something you don't care about. I'm not gonna put the work into it. Where's my list? Where's my Thunder Shamrock? Thunder Shamrock. This is what we need the graphic designer for this too, mainly to do our labels for these paints. Thunder. Let me see. Golden Taco. Golden Taco. Golden Taco, yeah. We got somebody's gonna be sponsoring Golden Taco. All tacos proceeds go to the SPCA. Golden Taco. Ain't that right, Taco? Your proceeds go to SPCA? I'm laughing about that. You've seen the picture on here. It's hilarious of Taco. This is actually caught him with his tongue sticking all the way out. Asleep one night, and this is where his picture's at. Legendary Golden Taco. Legendary Dark Unicorn. This is going to be transferred over to a screen paint now, because for projector mapping, due to the fact that we have the Sugar Plum Fairy now. That's a pink. Mystical Infinity Blue. I mean, y'all don't put the time in. Me and Jamie have the exact same platform. You see the difference between his site and mine? Wix has tons and tons and tons, which we're not going to be with them much longer because we got to file a lawsuit against Wix for basically the whole copyright thing. But anyway, we'll be on GoDaddy anyway. I actually got a chance to play around with GoDaddy. Their site is pretty interesting because they got a lot of stuff on there too also too. So I may be just changing over for the sake of just changing over because I do like their platform much better than I like Wix. But anyway, not because of the lawsuit and all. It's just that, yeah, their site is pretty hot. It's really, really hot. I like it. But anyway, but the simple fact that they have all this on their site that you could do to your site, and that site is bland as a mayonnaise sandwich, which means show that he didn't put no effort or nothing into the page at all. What do we got going on here? We got Extreme Yellow Nova. Extreme Yellow Nova. So we're going to have different colors in your screen paint. So imagine somebody having the ability to be able to paint a portrait with different color screen paints, but except for instead, it's an ambient light rejection technology used for projector mapping. Let's go with the Exotic 3D Mapping Black. I want to do some expansions on this page too. Now, what do we have last one? I think we had the one for, yeah, front and rear acoustic visual effects. We have music on this, right? We do, don't we? Copyright free music. Oh, yeah, I took my speakers out. Boom, 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 boom. For those of you that are DJs and all that stuff, and you want a really good screen that you want to design your own form of visual effects screen, yeah, this stuff right here is going to put you on the map. This is going to put you on the map. And this is going to be, keep in mind, since we are now going to be manufacturing, I'm not going to any place else to buy our fabrics. We'll be doing our own fabrics from now on. So I know exactly what I want because they never have what I want. They never have what I want. Anytime I go to any place else, they always have these odd sizes that we don't need. I need a spandex screen bigger than 150 inch. I need one at least we can get them at 100 inches, 120, we can get them at 130, or we can customize any size we want. So I'm going to be bringing people on board that have sewing skills, which means we're going to be having a machine to design our own freaking surfaces. We're not buying surfaces from anybody else. I'm designing my own inflatable screens. I'm getting my own motorized projection screen. Yeah, I finally get a chance to build what the freak I want because I can't stand what they have out there. It's that they give you the most crappiest freaking frames. They give you the crappiest freaking motorized projection. I want that. I'm doing something completely different from everybody else. We're going to do customized gaming screens. We're going to do flexible wallpaper screens. The wallpaper screens only make them 4x8 under our, but since we'll have that ability to do what we want to do, we can do wallpaper surfaces in 100 inches, 120, 150, 160, 200 inches, 235.1. We can do any custom size we want because we have that ability. The acoustic screens we're developing, we were at the mercy of a third-party company, which means we can only get sizes from 100 inch to 120 to 150 inch. I would love to have a 160 inch, 170 inch, a 200 inch acoustic screen. That would be fantastic. That's what we're doing. And then we have that new technology coming out called Cinema Flow, which is going to change the way you see outdoor projection screen setups from the door. So this gives us a chance. I'm going to bring people in who know how to sew, how to tailor at the end of the day, so they can basically construct these surfaces that we need to build and design. I've seen inflatable screens, how they're built and designed. I'm customizing my own inflatable screen. I'm going to do a lot of cool stuff. Now for getting the mechanical patent for a motorized projection screen, it's like $50,000-$60,000 to do it. But I'm getting one. I'm going to get myself a Tabby. I want a Tabby motorized projection screen. And I do want to make sure that we can basically get this one market at a reasonable price for everybody. Because Tabbies are freaking crazy expensive. Yeah, I can't wait. But having somebody come in and design our own blackout cloth surfaces and stuff like that, pre-coated blackout cloth surfaces, that'd be perfect because we have control of that. You can go down and buy the fabric we want in bulks. We can get grommets built into them. We can design them any way you want. Have a machine back there that coats everything. Because I do want to get one of those machines that coat. But before then, I'm going to bring in a couple of professional sprayers too on top of that. And we're going to have a section for them. So that way we don't have any issues with fumes traveling over to the employees and stuff like that. That'll be a different section to have professional sprayers go in there and spray down the machines, spray down the items for that. Later on, as we start to progress, we'll get machines that'll do it, but we're still going to have those people on board for hire. Why would I get rid of them? I hate that when companies do that nonsense because they bring in a new form of technology, they fire people. People got lives at the end of the day. You got to be a little bit more considerate. Oh, but it's for the company. It's for the good of the company. If it weren't for these people working for you in the beginning, your company wouldn't be anywhere to begin with. That's a nice way to show your gratitude. So we're basically I'm still going to have people doing customized coding. So we're going to do some that'll be customized and some that won't be customized. Well, you know how I'm going with that. But anyway, yeah, that's one thing I hated about dealing with a third party was the fact that we were just stuck with the 150 inch. I wanted screens bigger than 120 inch. Matter of fact, I wanted a 235.1. I have yet to see, and I don't know why, how come there's not a 235.1 motorized projection screen? I've never seen one. How come we don't have one? That would be pretty cool. I would love to have a 235.1 motorized projection screen. A Tabby too? Are you kidding me? That'd be hot as I don't know what. That'd be cool. Nice long, come down. That'd be hot. I would love to see that. I would love to see a 235.1. Because heck, if they don't build it, we'll build it. Because I want one. The reason why I build half the stuff we have is because I want it for myself. I want a 235.1 motorized projection screen, and I don't want to pay $20,000 for it. So that's why we got to bring in a couple of people at the end of the day that are basically engineers. Yes, engineers. We got to hire engineers. Because I can go to him and say, hey, look, this is what we want. We want a 235.1. We want it in a motorized projection screen. Can this be done? And his job is to figure out how to get it done. And you can hire wherever you want. This is this is how I want to do it. When we do the research and development, whoever has headed that department, this is yours, this is your budget, and this is you hire whoever you want if you think that's going to get this job done. And that's it. I don't believe in giving people timelines or you got to have it done. Mistakes happen when you pressure people like that. Let them work at their own leisure time. And you got to get people in there that really have a passion, that really love what they do at the end of the day. This is the kind of person, we don't want them to be workaholics, but this is the kind of person that all they think about is that. That's what we want. That people who love what they do. Not people who half it every chance they get. We know those individuals are halving it. All right, let me see. Time here. Ooh, way over time here because we got to go and do some updates and stuff. Everything's updated on the website. We stop all orders for anywhere, all for public for 2 months. Yeah, if you did place an order, say if we're like right on the 29th of the end of that month, of that period, and you place an order in it, your order still will ship out. And if you order on the first of the ending of the shopping cart's clothing, you basically will still get your order shipped out. So last minute orders, yes, you will be shipped out with no problem whatsoever. The money will not be returned back to your account. You will be to place the order. So 2 months, people, and after that, that's it. We go basically corporate. Before I leave out of here, I had to go meet up with family. I got to ask that question. Partey, you know it's coming. Where's your freaking copyright set for that freaking logo? So I'm going to ask you about that. I'm going to basically put that up there real quick. Because, again, this is something that needs to be... it's crazy. These people are not legit at the end of the day. They're just doing all kinds of crazy stuff. We're just making it up as we go along. And people will believe whatever we say because it sounds good because it comes out of our mouth. No, the people who, at the end of the day, who do this for a living, you sound like mumbo jumbo at the end of the day. So for those you don't know yet, it's a fellow by the name of Partey Paints or whatever he sells, and not only we found out that a lot of his products, well, actually all of his products are basically just water paints. That's pretty a lot of water in his paints. No thin coating and none of that nonsense. It's an actual paint. It just has a lot of water in it. That's what it is. But also too, that the very name that he named his company under, well, it was supposed to be a company, Humble Beginnings. That's what you said in your whatchamacallit, Humble Beginnings. That's how you started. Well, your Humble Beginnings actually ripped somebody off over in London, England, who actually owns the right to your name. He owns it. He has a music sound company. He owns right. Not only that, your logo doesn't even own. You don't own it. It actually belongs to a transportation airline. So. All right, so I'm going to be requesting today from both parties their copyrighted registration numbers today. Okay. Now I know someone sit there and say, well, no, it's not a lot of money. It's only, well, I tell you at the end of the day, this is what we make in a day. It's not a lot of money, but it's a blessing as well. It could be $1 in it. It doesn't make a difference. I'm still going to praise the Lord. It can be $2. I'm still going to praise the Lord. It can be less. It can be nothing in there. I'm going to still praise the Lord. It doesn't make a difference. But the Lord takes care of us. He takes care of us. Now that's 31. In my contract, they're talking about I can accumulate 50,000 orders. Do you have any idea what yes, I'm bringing something serious, powerful cap. It's going to make us extremely powerful. Very powerful. A lot of money. Very powerful. Which means with that kind of money and that kind of power, I can reach very far. Extremely long reach. Which means that if you decide to go against my company, if you decide at the end of the day to basically ridicule my company, I will reach into your house and snatch you out of your comfort zone and bring you to a courtroom. That's how powerful my reach is going to be when I get done. I'm going to spend a lot of money for legal. A lot of money for legal. I want to make sure I have an extremely powerful legal system. So if we have to deal with any companies at the end of the day, because our technology is good, we have to have it. Or we have to deal with any little trolls that want to carry on their YouTube accounts, we will reach in and grab you. We'll bring you up here for prosecution. Play with me if you want. See what happens. That's just a little message to you naysayers out there. For your customers out there, thank you so much for the support. We really appreciate it. We love you so much. But for you naysayers out there, yeah, I'll snatch you out of the comfort of your home and drag you into a courtroom, and I'll make your life a living freaking nightmare when I get done with you. You'll wish you never knew what my name was about. That's a little message to you guys, real quick. All right. Let's go see if Partey has a copyright. Gotta go. Thank you all, and God bless. What time we got here? We gotta be at it. Ooh, shoot. What time? No, we're good. We're not paying.